And now, live from the Steel Twins recording studio in beautiful Traverse City, Michigan, it's your boys, the Cannonball, the Cannon, the Steel Twins. What's up, everybody? It's Sunday night, and you know what that means.
A very special episode of voice acting. That's what that means.
Absolutely. So we just got done with the Cherry Capital Comic Convention at the Grand Traverse Resort right here in beautiful Traverse City, Michigan. And I got to tell you, it was a very fun and informative session. I was there Saturday and Sunday. We both went together on Sunday. And we got the word out to a couple people, and a few new followers have hopped on the channel as a result. We're hoping that we can get word of mouth, and that we can hope that all of our hard work over the past 4 years can be seen in the archives on the playlists on our YouTube channel. Because I tell you, every time we do one of these, we seem to get better at it. And the fact that this is the last case in the Ace Attorney series, at least in the Prosecutor's Gambit game, I really hope that there's a new Ace Attorney out there. But fear not, friends, there will be other projects, and my brother and I are going to discuss it internally. That means that guy over there. But I've got a couple of ideas. He's got a couple of ideas. We may be done with Ace Attorney, but we will not be done with voice acting. Hell no. What say you?
Nope, not by a long shot. As a matter of fact, we got a couple of ideas. We could probably do Tyree and Cuthbert, Attorney of the Arcane, live from Steam. Like we can try and stream some Steam. We could also do Ghost Trick.
Mm-hmm. I've heard really good things about Ghost Trick. That's actually really supposed to be good. But so those are two things that we're looking forward to. If you have any other visual novels, I think that's what they're called, or if you know of any other games that have a lot of dialogue that isn't spoken, you just read text on a screen, let us know about it so we can act it out. I'm definitely not against redoing a project as well, especially since now our setup's a lot more robust, and we can do a redux of some of this stuff. So, all right. So, okay.
Big fan of Ghost Trick, says Dylos.
Yeah.
Welcome to the chat, my man.
Hey, thanks. So, okay. So we know we have one guy on board. For when we do Ghost Trick, not sure, but so we got some people going here. So I think it's about that time to get to my second favorite part of the show. Obviously, the first favorite part of the show is getting to all those twists and turns. But that being said, if you have a cap to your bottle or a pin on your can, you go ahead and pull that pin back or twist that cap off.
With a twisty twist.
Hey, package. What time is it?
It's time to get bombed.
Cheers, everybody.
Cheers, y'all. Did you guys say anything about the crossover Phoenix versus Layton?
Yeah, that might be something we do too. Although I found out in YouTube videos, I was just doing some research, that there's a mixture of actual voice acting and then just the words of the dialogue coming out. I'm pretty sure that in the game options I'd be able to turn that off, but no, that is something. That's another offshoot of the Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney series. Phoenix Wright versus Professor Layton. I believe it was a 3DS release.
It is. It's a 3DS release, and not even sure where else to get it.
Well, we might have to use an emulator to pull it off, but I'm not saying we're not going to do it. So, anyway. That is that. We're going to go to my next favorite part, live scene. All right, come on, let's jam it out, baby. Get it.
Yeah,
And
get
that-
down, boogie.
So yep, we're finally getting to the heart of the matter here. It's not enough to warrant skipping. It's not enough to warrant skipping only for some important scenes. Okay. Oh, when we find out that there's some spoken and some unspoken dialogue. Okay. I mean, it's not enough to warrant skipping. That means that we can't skip it. It's a okay, but I think I get what you're trying to say. Oh, look at that! Look at this big bastard, Taurusaurus, or Dilos, as the Japanese translation is, Moozilla, and Zion the Potato has joined the chat. Without further ado, let's do this. I got one better for you, my friend. Give me 2 seconds here.
Let's go.
That's right, baby. Mario, Super Mario coming in there with the hot tag. So, without further ado, Judge Verity Gavelle. Okay, so I should have a comment. It's not enough to warrant skipping only for some. No, you did put a comma in the middle, though. Anyway, Judge Verity Gavelle is overseeing the trial of Fifi Lagarde, and she is a person of interest and indeed a suspect in the murder of the President of Zheng Fa. And don't forget, we got 2 monsters on the loose, Taurusaurus and Gordy. So, again, it's all BS. I mean, there has to be a logical explanation for the presence of these monsters in this case. But, fan translation, actual JP pronunciation is bullnose. Which, hey, I mean, that's not too bad. So anyway, so now we continue. Turnabout for the ages.
Time to earn your edge worth, Miles.
Damn right, son.
Mozilla and Dollar Store Loch Ness Monster? Oh, piss no.
I'm in my iPad, so the big red heart emote thing blocks part of my chat. Okay.
All right, hold on. April 6, 11:23 a.m., District Court, Courtroom Number 3. All rise. The Honorable Judge Verity Gavelle presiding.
Oh, would you look
Listen
at
to
that
music.
Is the defense ready to proceed?
You bet. Bring it on, Big G.
The prosecution has been ready for some time. The original attorney in this case, Rosie Ringer, was murdered, while the original prosecutor, Eustace Winter, has disappeared. So Fender and Francisca have taken over in their places.
How ironic.
Like, I'm in motion.
Very well. Let me begin by apologizing for the delayed start to these proceedings. The crime we are here to adjudicate took place in a prison, an institution of the judiciary. What's more, the fact that the defendant was the warden of said prison carried grave implications.
All right, so Dallas says, I'm in my iPad, so the big red heart emote things blocks part of my chat. Why is that?
Well, I just said that, so.
Sorry.
But anyway.
Whoa, wait, last time I checked, Verity was accused of some shit. We'll get to that later.
We don't have enough. She's suspected of something, but let's just finish this dialogue, and then we'll get to comments after that.
All right, sorry about that.
These 2 factors combined caused pre-trial preparations to take more time than usual. And then the unfortunate passing of the attorney in charge, Ms. Rosie Ringer, delayed the trial yet further. But now we are ready to begin at last. Mr. Fender, Ms. Montcalm, the court thanks you both for stepping in at such short notice.
Hey, no sweat. Rosie was your pal, right? And this was her last case. Couldn't exactly say no, could I? You'll have to bear with me, though, gang. Didn't exactly get a ton of time to read the paperwork. How about you, friend? Everything cool over on your side?
It's hardly ideal for the prosecutor in charge of the case to have run off and abandoned it.
I will go ahead and say this. Triforce Hero 1229. Objection. He has entered the chat.
But justice can't sit around waiting for him to cause spine. The evidence has been handed to me, so yes, I'm ready.
Thank you both. Very well. Bring the accused, Miss Fifi Lagarde, to the stand.
Oh boy, here we go.
Oh, here we go. Yep, here she is.
I invite the prosecution to make its opening statement.
All right. The accused was...
Hold it.
An instant. Let us stop you right there, darling. What is it, Miss Lagarde? Oh, I was just wondering if you could tell me something. That's something beyond why on earth I'm here. Perhaps the opening statements will clarify that for you. That's a good idea, really? Bien, carry on if you must.
All right, I'll go ahead and address these comments. Also, isn't it supposed to be the other way around, where defense is left, prosecutor is right? Actually, if you remember the games from before, when the crowd is murmuring to itself, the defense was on the right and the prosecution was on the left. So I do understand that it's kind of I see what you're talking about, though. I see what you mean. And didn't I see her in another Ace Attorney game? This chick, she was in episode number 2. What was that called?
Justice for All.
No, the second episode of this game.
Oh yeah, Fifi Lagarde. Yeah, it's the captive turnabout. That's where she's from.
Yep, she's the main suspect. I guess she was found as the main suspect in that case. So anyway, moving on.
I fully intend to. If you can stay quiet for one moment. The murder in question happened at the prison where Ms. Lagarde worked as a warden. The victim, one Bronco night, was being held in the detention center. But the prosecution's case was sure that Ms. Lagarde took him from the holding cells and murdered him.
You guys keep muting every few seconds in YouTube. I'll have to check into that, but we must go forward.
And she did so with this knife. Huh?
Uh-oh.
Oh, boy.
Is something the matter, Miss Montcalm?
How can that? 9! The evidence!
What gives, friend? Everything okay?
The murder weapon, it's not here. And neither is Buddy Tamakanis' chisel.
Whoa, shit. That's no good. Whoa, say it ain't so.
Silence! Silence! Miss Von Karma, explain yourself.
I wish I could, Johanna.
What's it happened? What exactly are we all doing here?
Can you try that again?
Yeah, okay, try this again.
What's it happened? What exactly are we all doing here? Really, Don? You still volunteer to prosecute the case if you can't even keep the evidence safe?
I can only work with what the previous prosecutor gave me.
Little boy winner strikes again. AG.
What is it, Mr. Fender?
Guess we know where this is going, huh? Let's kick this one down the road a little further, shall we?
Overruled. The court hereby denies the defense's request.
What? Don't be like that. What's the dealio?
This is absolutely right, of course. We simply can't have any more delays. Let's get on and show everybody how wonderfully innocent I am, shall we?
Zion. Silence. Okay, Simon Blackquill. I had to read that. So anyway.
Objection!
Eisbruch! Innocent! I'll thank you to take this seriously.
Objection! Oh, but darling, you don't have any evidence. You just said so yourself. In the courtroom, evidence is everything. You haven't heard that somewhere before? If it isn't, you can trust me with that saying. Isn't that right, Verity, my darling? It is.
What?
Without the items in question, the prosecution's case against the defendant cannot proceed.
How are you so good at German? Well, he's learned a little bit.
Not only that, I've got a pretty much of a good accent too, so.
As such, this court hereby declares the accused, Fifi Lagarde, not guilty.
Objection! Whoa, whoa, whoa! Hold the phone there, hasty pants. You can't go dropping a verdict just like that.
Forgive me, but why is the defense objecting to its client being acquitted?
Don't be cute, kiddo. You know as well as I do that little Miss Warden over there is guilty as all heck. As for the murder weapon, you were right there when we found it.
Mr. Fender, it is incumbent upon this court to see that fair judgment is afforded to all. And as the instrument of the court, I cannot allow my experiences or opinions to interfere with my work. You must think of the Judge Gavelle who was present when the murder weapon was found, and the Judge Gavelle you see before you in the courtroom today as two entirely different people.
Gee, you're killing me here.
I have no choice but to pass judgment based on the evidence available.
Eisbach, if we have that evidence, just not here. Give it some time, just a little. I'll find it, I swear to you. Yeah. The prosecution hereby requests a recess.
Oh, yeah. The defense does that too. Come on, Your Honor, don't do us like this.
Very well. The court accepts the request. Really, Verity? You don't have anybody power to questions like that, you know. There will be a 15-minute recess. I suggest that both the prosecution and the defense use the time well.
Understood.
Whew, saved by the bell, huh?
Very well. We will reconvene in 15 minutes.
By the way, also, why does Frank... Okay, hold on. We'll keep going. Okay, we can move on to the next... we can move on to comments now. So, how are you... So, also, why does Fran have a German accent, but Manfred doesn't? I don't...
Well,
you know what? I have no idea.
April 6th, 11:38 a.m., District Court, 3rd floor lobby.
But we did totally find that knife, didn't we, Mr. Edgeworth?
Yes, of course we did.
Huh?
What's the matter, Detective?
It's the metal detector, sir. It's, reacting to the alligator.
What? How?
The metal detector was reacting to something inside her after all. Your Honor, I'd like to remind you of this piece of evidence.
The chisel?
Didn't we just figure out that that isn't the murder weapon?
You might recall that Mr. Canis hid this chisel in his dog's mouth. Would you believe that the real murder weapon was hidden in much the same way? That's right. The murder weapon is hidden inside the alligator in that pond over there.
So did somebody steal it or what?
It's possible that Eustace Winter probably lost it because he's a doofus. Manfred's objection voice was too deep to be anything but deep. That's a fair point. Anyway, Mr. Edgeworth.
What the? Who's this? Wait a minute. Ms. Berry, Mr. Saint, are you here to watch a trial?
Yeah, we heard it was gonna be a real fun show.
Actually, you know what? I'm making another executive decision. I'm passing this one off to you.
I was like,
Yeah, we heard it was going to be a real fun show. Do you know where we need to go?
it's a trial for the case I was newly convicted for. It should be starting any minute now. We were late because of practice, but it's somewhere around here, right?
Simeon, there's kind of a problem. They lost some evidence, the knife and the chisel. So they called a recess and kicked us all out of the courtroom.
What? But no, they can't.
Oh, God, it's Regina George and a hippie.
They're not going to arrest you again, are they?
Yeah, don't say that. No.
Gee, I forgot how easy it was to upset you.
What?
Huh?
Wait a minute.
How dare he embarrass me like that? Huh? Oh, that's Francisca.
How dare you upset me like that? Speaking of easy to upset.
Fran, Francina, Frandarella, chill, okay? Just chill. Come on, put the whip away. That's it.
That idiot of a so-called prosecutor. I'll find him, and I'll make him eat wait for breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Nah. Milester, you gotta calm her down. Kid's gone cuckoo.
I guess I better at least try.
All right, let's talk to her.
Oh, it's you. Guten Tag, Mr. Ex-Prosecutor. Francisca. You shouldn't be here, you know. You're not in the right line of work anymore. You should be at home planning whatever it is you need to do with the rest of your life.
The trial.
What are you gonna do, Francisca? You only have 15 minutes. Don't you think I know that? And wipe that infuriatingly reasonable look off your face. You're like a news anchor called Wrigley reading the news or something. And it's utterly exasperating. It's probably better that I don't rise to that.
Knight's murder.
I never imagined you would be the one prosecuting this case, Francisca. Nor did I. For what the case? It's a matter of a presidential bodyguard. And by the warden of a prison, no less. It's a matter of it was properly entered into evidence and everything. And yet, when you went to present the knife to the court, it wasn't there. That imbecile! Not only did he abandon this case, he made me look a total fool. Yeah. The next time I see the little coward, I'll whip you into shape if it's the last thing I do. You go ahead and do that, but quit taking it out on the people around him. Okay, let's...
All right, so let's talk to Eddie. Okay, Meister, so you got the old memory back, huh?
Sure did. I'm me again.
You had me worried 6 ways till Sunday. Not that other K wasn't a blast, too. Anyway, welcome back, kiddo. Bring it in.
No. We need to be thinking about this trial right now, okay?
Yeah, guess things did go pretty pear-shaped in there, huh? The trial. We need to dig up this missing evidence lickety-split. We can't count on them putting the trial on hold much longer. Yeah, it's a stumper, all right. If only some kind soul would offer to go find it for us.
That's an expected look if ever I saw one. Miles Edgeworth.
Can't help but notice you still haven't asked for your prosecutor's badge back, bucko. Finally decided to come walk the path of righteousness with me and the old man, huh?
The committee has my badge, that much is true, but I haven't given it up just yet. I'm still not ready to walk in my father's footsteps.
No? Well, it's not like there's a deadline. You do you for as long as you need. The old family office will be waiting to welcome you with open arms when you're done.
Thank you, Fender.
Yeah, if only somebody would go sniff out that evidence for us. Stare off.
Fine. We'll do it.
Way to go, Milesio. You sure?
I'll do what I can, but that might not be much in 15 minutes.
Fran and me will buy you as much time as we can, okay? G won't be banging that hammer of hers till you've made it back with the goods, I promise.
Thank you. I'll be counting on you, Fender. And you, Francisca? How does that sound?
What makes you think I'd accept your help? How about some advice instead, that you seriously consider a new career as a news anchor?
Come on, Fran. Clock's a tick-tocking here. Time to step up to the plate.
Oh, all right, fine. We will start the trial for as long as we can. But you'd better get your ex-prosecutor behind in gear. You know, I quite like having you run errands for me. Maybe that could be your new career instead.
I'm glad you're on board. I feel too. I don't want to be arrested again.
Oh, this sounds fun. Can I play?
All right. That will be very helpful of you both. Very well. Where shall we begin?
I think we need to go speak to a certain somebody, don't you?
Who will we need to speak to in order to find out where the evidence went? Shaun Fenn, maybe?
No.
Or Eustace Wenner?
The doofus who lost the evidence in the first place.
Take that!
That's right. The supposed custodian of the evidence in question, Eustace Wenner. Oh, the new prosecutor guy? Okay, we're on it. Thank you, Mr. Saint.
Alrighty then. Think we better huddle and talk tactics, huh, Fran? Just the two of us. Ow!
Yeah. Don't keep me thinking, Miles Edgeworth.
I'll try not to. We'll be back as soon as we can.
Oh, Franny Pooh, wait up now.
All right, we need to find Mr. Wenner, and fast. Uh-oh. What in the world? Oh.
Whoa!
Judge Gavelle.
Ah, Mr. Edgeworth. A pleasure, as always. A pleasure? How is it a pleasure? And what was all that about just now?
Okay, stop it.
But Judge Gavelle knows that horrible woman is the killer. Why the heck would she? Evidence is the only language that the goddess of justice understands. My own personal thoughts and feelings do not come into it.
Is this all Judge Verity Gavelle is?
You may believe my way of thinking to be heartless, but it is my way.
To be this hard and unforgiving? There's something I'd like to ask you, if you don't mind.
Hold on.
Like...
I'm responding to a...
Please, go ahead.
What were you doing on the roof of the Bigg Building 2 nights ago? So...
Yeah, indeed.
The roof?
You met the president up there, didn't you? We've seen security footage of the two of you.
And is there something wrong with that?
only that his body was discovered this morning, right next to the very same building.
What?
I think you understand what I'm getting at. You're considered a suspect. What happened between the two of you?
Nothing. We simply talked for a few minutes. And when we were done, I left. I took the elevator back downstairs alone.
That much we know to be true. As I said, we've seen the footage. And what business did you have with the leader of a foreign power?
I'm not at liberty to say.
I see. Well, I'm not at liberty to leave until I have answers. In which case, there's only one thing for it.
Are
You know what?
Are you thinking what I'm thinking?
Oh, yes, my friend. I think it's time. Hold on. She's hiding something, and I have to get it out of her. It is time once again for Mind Chess.
Yep, and I'll tell you what, this is a good way to stall the trial. So before we begin, let me catch up on comments. It's still nice to see the yoga mat tutu back and at it again. And then Zion the Potato, the goddess of justice lies. And then Chris says, I need to replay the OG Ace Attorney games. I have the first 3. Yes, please do. And then Zion continues with lies and slander. Okay, here we go.
Before I do, excuse me, I had gas. Anyways, Judge Gavelle met with the President of Zheng Fa the night before last. Oh boy.
Yes, I admit it. We met on the roof of the Bigg Building.
Okay.
But it was simply to discuss professional matters. Matters that I am not obliged to discuss with you.
I'm clearly going to have to work hard to get past her professional defenses. If she puts up too impenetrable a facade, I'd probably be better off biding my time. I should start by asking what she met the president to talk about. Mind chess, commence!
What'd you talk to the president about?
Perhaps you could begin by telling us what you met with President Wang to discuss.
As I told you, professional matters. Professional matters which I do not intend to share with you.
Bide my time.
My time.
I'm so glad you understand.
I must say, you're a very busy woman. A judge, a committee member, an occasional aide to us in the field even.
Thank you. I take my professional duties very seriously.
And do those duties include meeting with foreign dignitaries?
Yes, of course. From time to time. The law is my life. Nothing I do falls outside the scopes of my duties.
Time to attack. Law's my life. Okay, so you helped us this morning. Yeah. You returned Kay's promise notebook to us just this morning. Surely you can't claim that fell within the scope of your duties.
I am not yet a perfect servant of the law. That much is true.
No, you are a human being, and that was an act of simple human kindness. You have feelings, Judge Gavelle, and you are allowed to have them about the president's death, too.
I can still hardly believe it. If I might ask, how did he die?
He was crushed to death by the head of a monster known as Taurusaurus. Forgive me, I should probably explain.
Is that true? He died on the set of the movie?
How does she know that? Anyway.
Something's going on. He did. Interesting that you should even know what Taurusaurus is.
Oh, I imagine I must have heard about it from Eustace.
Bullshit.
Something about them shooting a movie somewhere near the Bigg Building.
She isn't fooling anybody. She's clearly very upset about something. She mentioned Mr. Winter, who seems to have disappeared along with some vital evidence. Perhaps if she won't tell us what she discussed with the president, we should try to find out what else she might be hiding.
Refill.
I'm clearly getting under her skin. I need to dig further.
Where's Mr. Winter?
Francisca stepped in to take Mr. Winter's place in the trial. But how was she supposed to prosecute the case if he never handed over all the evidence?
My interest is solely in ensuring that a trial proceeds fairly once it has begun. And if once it has, vital evidence cannot be presented, it should surprise no one if the accused goes free.
Bide your time.
I am a judge, a servant of the law. My personal thoughts and feelings do not come into it.
So you have no personal feelings when it comes to Mr. Winter's disappearance?
Of course I do. I worry about him terribly too.
You're worried about somebody else as well?
Wait. 2? Does that mean there's somebody else you're worried about as well? I imagine their identity might explain your strangely agitated state.
I don't know what you're talking about. I am a servant of the law. My feelings are immaterial.
Attacker.
You're no servant, you're a person.
We are all servants of the law, all of us who stand in the courtroom. But we're not superhuman. You, me, everybody else. We're just people underneath it all. Much as we'd like to bury our feelings and remain impartial, that simply isn't possible.
You're right, of course. I'm in no fit state to offer impartial judgment.
Please, Judge Gavelle, just tell us the truth. What's going on?
Hey, Athena, you smell that?
I smell plot with a capital P-U. I'm... What do I do? What do I do?
I've never seen her lose her composure like this. I should ask her who this person is she's so worried about.
I want to point out that mind chess wouldn't work if people just used the right to remain silent. So people, it's exactly right. Shut your mouth, lawyer up. Anyway.
Refill. Her professional mask is finally beginning to slip. Perhaps now I can get to the human being underneath.
Who are you worried about?
Judge Gavelle, who are you so worried about, and where are they?
My apologies, but I simply cannot tell you that.
I'll need a clue if I'm going to pursue this line of questioning any further. I should try another tack for now. How about, are you worried about?
I'm going to say I'll be worried about Mr. Winter.
The person you're so worried about, is it Mr. Winter?
He has not been seen since he discovered the truth about his father. Of course I am worried about him, but this could also be a valuable test for him.
Bide my time.
Bide my time.
He chose to disappear, and he can choose to reappear.
And the other person you're worried about can't?
That's not something I am at liberty to talk about. I don't know what might happen to that poor child if I did.
Child? What child are you talking about?
Don't tell me that she's got a vested interest in one Shaun Fenn.
You don't think she's related to him, does she?
You know what? It's frickin' Ace Attorney. I would not be, well, I'd still be shocked in this case, but the question is, how? Anyway, that poor child. Who do you mean?
That poor child. Who are you talking about?
Nobody. Please, it was nothing. Ignore it.
Judging by the look on her face, I definitely shouldn't. I think that might prove to be a valuable clue.
Who are you worried
Now,
about?
who are you worried? Judge Gavelle, who are you so worried about, and where are they?
My apologies, but I simply cannot tell you that.
Time to deploy my clue.
That poor child is missing, aren't they?
So this poor child is missing, and you're desperate to find them.
Ah!
And since you say child, I suppose we're right in assuming that this person is a minor?
I can't answer, and I won't. It has no bearing whatsoever on the murder of the president.
Well, I don't think that's right, because we're looking for him because he's a key witness. So he's got something anyway.
I'll need a clue if I'm going to pursue this line of questioning any further. Now, I should try another tack for now. Now you say...
No, I know.
Okay.
Are you worried about Taurusaurus?
This person you're so worried about, is it Taurusaurus?
I really don't have time for jokes, Mr. Edgeworth.
It's not a joke. When I told you how the president was killed, you seemed surprised when I mentioned that he was crushed by Taurusaurus.
That was simply shock at learning how he died. And where? A half-built film set on an empty lot.
Time to protect. Is there something wrong with how he died?
Or where he died? Oh, I got it.
It sounds as if something about where he died is particularly troubling you.
Oh, she knows something.
No, that's not true at all. It's just... film sets are places where dreams are made, and instead, a great man met his end there. I only hope that the utmost care is taken when the news is shared with the cast and crew.
A crew member found him.
Crew member found him.
I'm sorry, but I'm afraid the cast and crew already know. We met two of them at the scene, a crew member and a young actor, Shaun Fenn.
No! Why? Why did this have to happen?
Something about the Taurusaurus connection really seems to be upsetting her. I think that might prove to be a valuable clue.
So then, are you worried about Mr.
Now,
Winter?
Why do you go there? What?
Oh,
I've exhausted this line of questioning. I better try another.
who are you worried about?
Judge Gavelle, who are you so worried about, and where are they?
My apologies, but I simply cannot tell you that.
Time to deploy my clue.
That poor child is missing, right?
So this poor child is missing, and you're desperate to find them?
Ah!
And since you say child, I suppose we're right in assuming that this person is a minor?
I can't answer, and I won't. It has no bearing whatsoever on the murder of the president.
Time to deploy my other clue.
It's someone from the movie, isn't it?
You seem to get very sensitive every time I mention Taurusaurus. The poor child you mentioned has something to do with the movie, don't they?
Ah! How did you...
You're usually so cool and collected. Your discomfort told me everything I needed to know. Who is this poor child? You have to tell.
Very well. You've figured out so much already. I might as well tell you the truth. The person I'm so worried about, the person I'm so desperate to find, is Shaun Fenn.
Shaun? But why?
is more than I can allow you to know.
Judge Gavelle, you said you would tell us the truth. And if you don't give it up voluntarily, we will have to force it from you. I'm afraid you're just gonna have to accept that.
Oh boy,
Refill.
here we go.
I need to get her to tell me why she's so desperate to find Shaun.
Now, oh man. Yeah, do you know him?
Do you know Shaun personally?
He is famous. I doubt there are many people who do not know him.
I certainly didn't until today.
Then you clearly need to be better informed. Perhaps I could teach you a few things. There is nothing I don't know about him.
Bide my time.
Bide my time.
Forgive me. I allowed myself to get a little carried away.
That seems to happen quite a bit when the subject of Shaun comes up.
Look, I do not know him personally. I simply know a lot about him.
I'll need a clue if I'm going to pursue this line of questioning any further. I should try another tack for now.
So let's just go through the whole thing. Do you know where he is?
We're trying to find Shaun too. Do you have any idea where he might be?
Why would I have any idea about that? The two of us aren't connected in any way at all.
I guess so. We're gonna need a clue.
Nope. Need a clue if I'm going to pursue this line of questioning any further. I should try another tack for now.
Are you a fan?
Are you a fan of Shaun's, perhaps?
Am I? Yes, I am. I am an ardent admirer of the work of Shaun Fenn, child actor extraordinaire.
Bald.
Bide my time.
My time.
I heard that he was filming near the Bigg Building, so I made it my business to learn where the set was and some other important details.
Like that combination lock on the, like that combination on the bicycle lock.
I see. I suppose that makes sense. As a fan, you'd want to know such things. I imagine you would also have tried to learn when he was supposed to be on set.
Yes, of course. He said he would be filming there all day today.
Time to attack. Did you hear
that from Shaun himself? Yep.
You make it sound like you heard that from Shaun himself. I don't think he'd be sharing his schedule with a mere fan, do you?
No, I misspoke. Ignore me.
Every slip of the tongue she makes seems to be to do with Shaun. And now we know she's spoken with him. That's an important clue.
So, you
You know
him.
where he is?
No.
Do you know Shaun personally?
He is famous. I doubt there are many people who do not know him.
I certainly didn't until today.
Then you clearly need to be better informed. Perhaps I could teach you a few things. There is almost nothing I don't know about him.
Bide my time.
Forgive me. I allowed myself to get a little carried away.
That seems to happen quite a bit when the subject of Shaun comes up.
Look, I do not know him personally. I simply know a lot about him.
Time to deploy my clue.
You must have spoken to him.
I can understand you're being worried about Shaun, but you seem a little too worried. And you implied before that you had spoken to him, which must surely mean that you know him personally.
How did I give away so much?
So the two of you are acquainted. This is surely an important clue.
Do you know where he is?
We're trying to find Shaun too. Do you have any idea where he might be?
Why would I have any idea about that? The two of us aren't connected in any way at all.
Time to deploy my clue.
The two of you are very much connected.
I don't know what exactly the connection is between you and Shaun, but I know for certain that it exists. You've as good as told us that it does. Please, Judge Gavelle, you have to help us try and find him.
Help you? That would never be allowed.
By whom? The goddess of justice?
By the one person who knows where he is.
Uh-oh, attack.
What?
Wait a minute.
The person who kidnapped him. How do we even get to this conclusion?
Oh, God. At last, the puzzle pieces are finally starting to fall into place. I know why you're so reluctant to tell us anything about your relationship with Shaun. Admit it! He's been kidnapped, hasn't he? Judge Gavelle, I need you to tell me the truth. All of it.
Very well. This time, I will tell you everything. Your intuition was correct. Shaun has been kidnapped.
I knew it. But why does that have anything to do with you?
Shaun is...
Uh-oh, get ready, folks.
Yeah.
He's my son.
Go ahead and start it.
What?
What?
What the heck is going on here?
So there's another son connection? What? Who's the dad? Okay, anyway, let's keep going.
What? Well, we may not have found out what Shi and President Wang were talking about, but we found out something just as important. Shaun has been abducted. Not exactly the end game I was expecting, but that's checkmate nonetheless. Oh my God!
We gotta do it again. What?
Mine just checkmate.
What? You're Shaun's mom, Judge Gavelle? No way! Come on, you're too young!
Yup. That's a very good point, Miss Faraday. Judge Gavelle is age 26, and oh no.
Oh my God.
You want? Okay. Hang on a second. Hang on a second. Okay, we got to do this. Okay. All right, kids. Verity's age 26. Shaun Fenn's age 13. Can anyone tell us what 26 minus 13 is?
13?
You mean to tell me that the father of Judge Verity, the father of Shaun Fenn, the person responsible for quote-unquote gifting this child to this woman, that gift was given when she was 13 years old?
Wait, now hold it. We gotta prove that. But I don't
proves it, dude. Hold on, wait. Okay, wait. Maybe the kid's adopted. Okay. I'm sorry, but that's the first thing that went through my head.
Okay, Edgeworth totally ignores the relationship and focuses on the kidnapping. Wow. Like if Miles doesn't have telepathy.
This is really starting screwing with my head. Okay, let's go back to live scene.
I want to point out that like if Miles doesn't have, the
Telepathy
Magatama
powers like the Magatama bracelet or mood matrix, I call shenanigans. Listen, Edgeworth just knows how to read people. Okay, anyway.
let's continue.
It's true. I am Shaun's mother. Look.
Oh, here we go. Get ready. A magazine clipping.
An article about Shaun. You always carry this with you? Yes. Everywhere I go. I guess you could call it a kind of talisman.
That certainly speaks to the bond between them. And you're sure he's been kidnapped?
Unfortunately, yes. I received a phone call from the kidnapper just before the trial began.
Did they make any demands?
Only one. That Fifi Lagarde be found not guilty.
What?
What?
Oh, no. So, what? Now, what the heck has Fifi got to do with all of this? Oh, my God. Anyway, let's keep going.
Well, that certainly explains what we saw in there.
If it doesn't, you can't charge me with anything. Isn't it right, Verity, darling? It is. Without the items in question, the prosecution's case against the defendant cannot proceed. As such, this court hereby declares the accused, Fifi Lagarde, not guilty.
Hold it.
That's why you came so close to declaring her innocent.
I have failed my duty to the law. I am a judge. If I cannot arbitrate with impartiality, I make a mockery of justice. And yet, I tried to force through a ruling based on nothing but my own self-interest.
Judge Gavelle.
The goddess must be furious with me. But I just couldn't do it. I couldn't sacrifice my son on the altar of justice. I couldn't remain impartial when it mattered most. Objection! Of course you couldn't! Are you crazy?
Okay.
No parent could just give up on their child like that. If that makes the goddess of justice mad, then I'm sorry, but she's wrong. If she really thinks that way, then she's the guilty one. Isn't that right, Mr. Edgeworth?
Yes. Declaring a goddess guilty? That's bold. Kay is right. As I told you, though we all serve the law, we are also only human. And none of us could, or should, be expected to sacrifice a child for the sake of a verdict.
Thank you, both of you. But the trial must continue. There's no escaping that.
Your Honor, there you are.
It seems it is time. Judge Gavelle! My dad was a prosecutor. He was? Yeah. He used to work in a courtroom, just like you do. And I was thinking about what he would have done if he was in your position right now. If a prosecutor were forced to insist that a clearly innocent suspect be found guilty, I know what he would have done. Anything, that's what. He would have done anything to get me back. He would? So what I'm trying to say is, you can trust us. What do you mean? To get him back, to snatch him from the jaws of danger. I'm the second Yanagarasu, and if you agree to trust me, I'll promise I'll get him back for you.
The thief who steals only the truth, and perhaps one or two other things. Well, Judge Gavelle, what do you say? Will you trust the great thief to steal back that which matters most to you?
Mr. Edgeworth.
I'd like to help too, if that's all right with you.
Thank you. I know I am in no position to ask this of you, but please, see that he comes home safely. Oh, we will. Don't worry. You can count on us. Here, take my cell phone. The kidnapper may call again.
You'll get it back, along with your son. I promise.
I will do everything I can to draw out the trial. But I don't imagine I can give you more than about 2 hours at best.
2 hours. That gives us until 2 p.m. Clock's ticking, dude.
Please, I'm counting on you.
Here we go. And here I thought the great thief was on sabbatical.
Well, hold on to your hat, because she's back in business. All right, let's do this. My first commission. I can't afford to mess it up.
In that case, we better start looking right away. Where to begin?
Probably where he got kidnapped. God, where the heck did he go?
Maybe he just went home.
You're right. They won't be doing any filming today after all.
Sure. Or maybe he went on the lam.
Perhaps we should see if Shaun left any clues behind at the Bigg Building.
Hey, what are you doing giving orders? This is a great thief operation. I'm in charge now.
Is that so? Then what am I?
You're my assistant. First assistant to the great thief Yanagarasu. Talk about an honor.
I've been relegated to thief's assistant?
All right, let's get to work. Team Yanagarasu, move out.
I guess he's going along with it. I mean, okay.
April 6th, 12:10 p.m. Bigg Building, Plaza.
And we're back.
All right, here we are. Ready? On 3. Just follow my lead. You'll be fine, okay?
What exactly are you talking about?
Even in the depths of night. Hey, your turn. Keep up, will ya?
Why are you making me do this?
Because the great thief Yanagarasu just arrived at the scene of the crime, dummy. How is anybody supposed to know that if we don't announce our appearance?
You may be a thief, but I most certainly am not.
Fine, I'll do it on my own. Even in the depths of night, when no other bird dares to take flight, one alone soars to shine, the light of righteousness on the world's blight. And that one is me, for I am the great thief Yanagarasu.
I'm very much aware of who you are, thank you. Now, shall we get on with this investigation?
You're no fun at all.
We don't have time for fun. We have less than 2 hours, in fact. We better get started. Well, what are we waiting for? Clock's ticking, dude.
All right. Well, we have the photo. Let's show it to a few people. See if it jogs any memories.
Hey, who's that dude at the bottom there?
Hey, it's Will Powers, the defendant of Turnabout Samurai.
Yeah, and well, he's the Steel Samurai too, dude. I mean, Edgeworth's
Yes.
probably gonna pop a coronary when he sees him. Let's go.
Begin investigation, Bigg Building Plaza. I have him, didn't I? Or you want him?
I guess so. I mean, because you've got everybody else. Hey, Mr. Edgeworth. Long time no see.
Wait, you're... This is Will Powers. He's an action star I met at an old case. He's also the man behind the mask of the one and only Steel Samurai. Long time no see, indeed.
Nice to meet you. I'm Kay Faraday, great thief. Mr. Edgeworth has been working as my assistant.
Good to meet you, but thief? Mr. Edgeworth has been assisting a thief?
Let's not worry about that for now. We'd like to ask you about what happened this morning, if that's all right.
Sure. I don't know if I can be much help to you, but sure.
So he'll be one of Shaun's work colleagues. I guess we better just dive right in.
Well, the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna present that photograph. Feels like you're right there behind the scenes, huh? This has been such a great shoot. Everybody's so into it. Crew, cast, everybody. Sure, it's not always been easy, but we kept smiling right through it all. What an atmosphere. And now this. How did this happen?
There's not much we can do right now about the fact that shooting has been suspended. But if we can solve the case, maybe there's a chance the movie can get back on schedule. Another reason to do what we came here to do.
All right, so let's talk to him about the incident. I heard you were investigating this one, Mr. Edgeworth.
Well, yes. But I'm not the prosecutor in charge, of course.
But if you're Kay here's assistant, I guess this is her case?
No, that's simply...
I can see you're an intelligent man. You're right, of course. I'm in charge of this one.
Don't encourage her.
All right, I need you to give me straight answers. First of all, this case. Have you noticed anything weird? I mean, perhaps you could give me your impressions?
Is that supposed to sound like me?
My impressions? I guess my main concern is, no offense to the victim and all, but is it all over for the production? Are we done? I can't help but worry.
I think it's probably safe to assume that you are, at least for now.
Right? I knew it. What a bummer. We don't have the location for much longer either.
Because you were due to finish shooting soon?
No, because they're due to start building. That lot won't be empty for long. They were letting us use it while they got ready to make a start.
I guess the plan was to shoot the rest on the lot back at the Global Studios.
I'm so worried about everything. What with people spreading all these rumors, too.
Rumors?
Yeah, this journalist keeps coming around. Okay, who's the journalist? Y'all have been hiding real monsters on that there set of yours. Oh, God. God damn it. Come on, go ahead and play it, package.
Y'all been hiding real monsters on that there city.
Well, no, just the sad trombone music.
Oh, sorry about that.
That's all right. Y'all can't do that. I'm gonna expose y'all. She's always saying stuff like that.
I think I know exactly who this journalist might be.
Yeah, the photographer, right? I thought maybe you knew her.
But you're not, are you? Hiding real monsters, I mean.
You kidding? If they had real monsters to call on, I'd be out of a job. It's so stupid. Hey, maybe Will Powers was the guy in the suit. So, okay, anyway.
So you've all been working hard on the movie?
Yeah, it's the first time I've been on a reboot of an old series. This one's been a real challenge for me and everybody else over at Global Studios.
If only they put this kind of energy into making a new Steel Samurai show or something.
Nerd.
What role are you playing in this one?
Me? I'm Taurusaurus himself. Told ya.
Ah,
No way! So you're the star.
Well, not quite. I'm in a costume, see? My face won't ever appear on screen.
Really? Still, that's pretty amazing. I wish I could wear a costume like that. Hey, you think I could try it on sometime? I'd settle for just climbing inside of one of the horns.
I'd love to say yes, but that's not how it works. You can't really climb inside that part.
Oh, I get it. Because I'm an outsider, right?
that's not the issue at all here, Kay.
Well, maybe that might be important. I mean, you know, if you can't climb inside it, like, if it has to be taken apart first before somebody gets into it. I don't know, Shaun Fenn.
Can I ask you a couple of questions about Shaun?
Shaun? Oh, sure. Penny told me what happened. He just disappeared, right? Yeah, sounds like him.
Does he do that a lot?
Yeah, kinda. We take 5 mid-shoot. You look around sometimes and he's just gone.
Do you have any idea where he might have headed off to?
Sorry, no. I did see him leaving the set, though.
Huh? You did? And where was he headed?
He got on the site bus, but I was checking some equipment over, and by the time I looked back up, he was gone.
The site bus? The site bus? I wonder if he left any clues behind. Do you mind if we take a look inside the bus, Mr. Powers?
Sure. You'll have to excuse the mess, though.
All right, let's see what we can find.
All right, cool.
All right, let's go to that bus.
Where is it? Is that it?
Yeah, it's gotta be it, isn't it? Or,
Let's find out.
where would Shaun have been sitting?
Shaun? Oh, that's his seat with the backpack on it.
There's something poking out of it. A videotape.
Uh-oh. Huh? We use these when we're shooting. Why would Shaun have one?
Was there something he wanted to record? This could be a clue.
How much you want to bet this was a tape left behind by the kidnapper?
Do you have a way for us to check what's on the tape?
Sure. There's a couple of monitors set up right over there. All right, hitting play. Okay.
It's Shaun. Is he rehearsing his lines?
And look, that's the concrete footprint there. So those footprints were there when he was recovering his lines. All right, anyway.
Rehearsing.
Shaun was there on his own, running his lines.
There's a clearly visible footprint right there, which means this must be from last night.
Yeah, he does this sometimes. When he's not happy with a scene, he borrows the equipment and goes over it on his own time.
Wow, he's really dedicated, huh?
Sure is. He may be young, but he takes his craft seriously. You gotta admire it. Well, that part of it at least. Using the kit without asking part, not so much.
And he would have been able to use the equipment on his own?
Sure, if all he wanted to do was shoot something pretty basic.
Huh?
What is it, Kay?
Uh-oh. He's gone.
Where did Shaun go?
He ran off somewhere.
And just left the camera running? It stopped. I guess he ran out of tape.
So that's all that's on there? Shaun's rehearsal?
Shaun's rehearsal tape data jotted down on my organizer. Filmed yesterday evening. Shows Shaun rehearsing by a monster footprint.
Well, isn't there something like... Oh, my God. Okay, let me talk to the... Okay, talk to the cop here. A very good day to you. Go ahead.
Very good day to you, Prosecutor Edgeworth, sir. Huh? I'm not a prosecutor anymore, but he doesn't need to know that, I guess. A good day to you too, officer. Can I ask why you've been posted here? Me? Oh, I'm just keeping an eye on things. Excellent. Then perhaps you can tell me if any vehicles have come in or out of here this morning. None except the taxi and that blue truck over there, sir. Only 2 vehicles have come in or out. That could be useful to know. Try piecing something together. See what...
Shaun! Shaun! You in there? No sign of him here either. Kinda thought that basket on the back of the truck there looked suspicious.
She's not wrong. It does.
Huh? What are you doing, Mr. Edgeworth? Why are you touching the truck?
The engine's cold, which means it's been here for a while.
No way. You can tell just from that?
And if it's been parked here a while, I guess the driver might not be nearby either. We don't really have time to stand around waiting until they get back. Blue truck data jotted down on my organizer. Parked in front of the big building. Driver is nowhere to be found.
What about this taxi driver? Okay, well, I know, right? Oh, hey there, pal. Why the long face, huh? Ever think you ought to maybe lighten up a little?
Did you take on any passengers here this morning?
Does a witch wear a pointy hat? You bet I did. Just the one fare, mind you.
And who was the passenger?
There's 2 guys, and on these black suits, real sharp looking.
Did they have a boy with them?
This boy.
Nah, like I said, it was just the 2 of them.
All right, never mind. Thank you for your help.
Hey, Josh Dickerson has entered the chat. What's up?
Josh, thank you so much for sticking around, man. Well, you're in for a treat there, Josh. I thought we might be onto something here, but no luck.
Well, maybe, perhaps not. Evidence is everything, so okay. So 3 footprints, 2 men, vehicle activity. Well, hold on a second, though. I guess not.
Nope. That's not quite right. I need to reconsider the information.
Let's
2
see.
men, vehicle activity.
Nothing. We're missing something. I spaced out and let my phone go off. What did you find out about Gavelle? Nothing, Zion. Just that young Shaun Fenn is Judge Gavelle's son. Yeah, Judge Gavelle's son. 13-year-old son. And she's 26. Do with that information what you will. Okay, thanks, bye. Oh, boy. Miss yous, guys.
Miss you guys. Don't know how long I can stay, but for as long as I can. AEW Double or Nothing is tonight.
Oh, damn. Okay, well, yeah, do what you got to do. But love the 2-desk setup. You 2 have come a long way in a short time. That warms my heart. Thank you so much. Let's see.
There's an array of filming equipment here. Are you getting ready to shoot something?
No, nothing scheduled for today at this location. It's just a case has gone missing.
Case? What is he talking about?
Yeah, all that stuff there is normally stored inside a large case. But I'll look away for 5 minutes and it's wandered off somewhere.
Sounds like there's a thief around here.
What exactly was taken?
Just a case, as far as I can tell. Stolen from next to the site bus. Its contents were left behind. Package. You thinking what I'm thinking?
Meanwhile, Zion says, that little bastard's Gavelle baby boy? Is that Will Powers? Oh, well, it is Will Powers. Yeah. Yes, of course.
Yes, the little bastard is Gavelle's baby boy, and that is Will Powers. So anyway.
Why don't we take that? I would have been more interested in what was inside it myself.
I guess whoever took it must have needed the case more than its contents. Did they need to put something in it?
No.
It's midday already.
You think Judge Gavelle and the others are doing okay?
I'm not sure. How long is it realistically possible to drag out proceedings, I wonder?
How old is Gavelle again? 26, my friend. So go ahead.
We have to find Shaun.
Indeed we do.
Oh,
Heck, not like that, dang it.
oh Jesus. Oh, boy.
Oh, here's your Gabby. No, you think we're going to get us a scoop like that?
Sorry, Chief. My bad.
Actually, Cannonball, I would go something like this. Go to history.
Oh.
And I go something like,
Sorry, Chief. My bad.
Okay.
something like, yeah.
Sorry, Chief. My bad.
How many times I gotta say it? We're scoop friends. We're scoop fiends. Wild critters that survive on scoops and scoops alone. Every second we ain't scooping, we're starving. It's scoop or die out here.
Yes, Chief.
Well, look who it is. Although I can't help but wish it wasn't.
Now, Zion, we have more to uncover about this story, but that is the first sentence that was zapped through my head. So that's all I'm gonna say about it. Anyway.
When did those two get here? Hey, Mr. Edgeworth. We should go talk to them.
Should we? Fine.
Okay. Well, first of all, let's piece some stuff together. First of all, okay, stolen case, 2 men. They didn't have a child with them.
Nope. That's not quite right. I better need to reconsider the information.
We need more information.
Well, if it ain't my good friend Ruffles. Good to see y'all again.
And you, Miss Lloyd, but how come you're here, if you don't mind me asking? Ms. Lloyd, the accusation of murder made against you was, of course, entirely groundless. But the fact remains that you were a willing participant in the staged assassination attempt. The police will no doubt wish to speak to you about the matter. You should be aware that you may well be punished for your actions.
Well, they kind of dropped the whole case out of nowhere. Packed me up and shipped me home without so much as a slap on the wrist. Guess it was their way of saying, you keep up the good work now. They did seem kind of keen to get me to never ever mention the whole thing ever again, though.
Yes, because you weren't part of the official story of the attempt on the president's life. Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God! Breathe easy, Zion, breathe easy.
And again, we probably don't know the whole story, but it is a clouded specter that's hanging above my head. Like I said, it's messing with my head pretty bad. Anyway.
And they can't afford to have you getting in the way of that.
Mr. Edgeworth, don't tell me not to talk is like trying to stop a dam from bursting with a piece of tape.
Not exactly the most delicate way of putting it.
Wrote up the whole thing, of course, every last detail, plus a few of my own. Handed into the paper, hopes high and all. But nothing, not a peep.
Was somebody putting pressure on them? Or were the details you added a little too gratuitous, perhaps?
Yes, sir. All of that out of mind chess. Go back in the archives and watch it after we're done.
Both seem equally plausible, unfortunately. What are you doing here at the Bigg Building? Are you reporting on something?
Hey, maybe I didn't make this clear enough the first time we met, but you want a reporter to scratch your back, you gotta scratch hers first if you catch my meaning.
You mean you want me to give you something you can use for an article?
Bingo! And it better be good, because if it ain't, this conversation's over.
We do need to know about what might have happened to Shaun. Perhaps I could show her a piece of evidence and see if she has anything to give me in return. Well, yeah, see that article? That article that could...
Which one, though? I'm trying to find it.
Isn't it in an envelope? Or, no.
No, that's Ms. Hart's statement. I guess...
No, the photo. The photo, remember?
This one here?
Yeah. Ms. Lloyd, this picture.
Say no more, Ruffles. I already know what you're gonna ask.
Huh? You do?
You're looking for him, right? The kid?
What?
You just can't get out from under the drama, huh? Wherever he goes, the bodies follow. Miss Miles Edgeworth, trouble magnet. Pretty much sums you up, right?
Is my reputation really so sordid?
Now you done got yourself wrapped up in a kidnapping too? Crazy.
Huh?
Huh? How do you know about that? Shh, pipe down, will ya? Can't be talking about this stuff too loud. I ain't even told the chief about it.
What's going on here?
Gotta keep it on the down low, okay? That ain't a cat I want out the bag just yet.
Seriously, how do you know about it? Surely Judge Gavelle hasn't told anybody except us.
I bet you just love to know, wouldn't you? Well, you can't. It's a secret.
She's as stubborn as ever, it seems.
Hey, quit staring at me like that. I ain't sure nothing with that thundercloud of a face.
What she knows.
So, you know something, right? Sure do. Truth is, I done saw it. Little kid being bundled up by two shady characters in black suits.
Oh, shit!
What?
Oh, man, according to Ms. Lloyd, two men in black suits took Shaun away.
What? Do you know where they went? Nope, don't got a clue. It was kind of far away when I spotted them. Lost sight pretty quick. Dang it. Still, at least we know something about our kidnappers now.
Yes. Two men in black. All right, time to put pieces together.
Now it's time to put the pieces together. So, men in black, two men.
So we learned a little something about the kidnappers.
Zion the Potato asks the $1 million question: who's the baby daddy? We don't know yet, but we're sure to find out in some point. Let's keep going.
Ms. Lloyd saw two men taking Shaun away, and the taxi driver remembers giving two similar-looking men a ride.
It must be the same people, right?
I'd say it's a distinct possibility, yes, but there's one thing that doesn't make sense. The taxi driver said specifically that the two men didn't have a child with them.
We need Poripovich now. Not now, but right now. Yep.
Oh yeah, that is weird.
No, Shaun, stolen case.
Could it be the kidnappers? Could it be the kidnappers who stole the case?
Wait, you mean...
Yes. What if they put Shaun inside it?
He's little enough that he fit, I guess. So the reason the taxi driver didn't see him...
Might be that he was loaded into the trunk as baggage.
But why did they need to hide him?
I imagine they might not have planned to. I imagine they might not have planned to originally. But they didn't count on there being a police presence here in the plaza.
Right. That makes sense. They didn't want the officer on duty to see them going off with Shaun.
So they took a rather drastic measure.
That must be it. All right, let's go see what the taxi driver can tell us.
All right, talk. The two men you told us about, did they have any baggage with them?
Boy, did they. A giant case. Wasn't easy getting that thing in the trunk, I tell ya.
That settles it. They must have been the kidnappers.
Where did you take these two men, if you don't mind me asking?
Look, I can see this is important. How about I give you a ride there?
That's a great idea. Come on, Mr. Edgeworth.
All right, thank you.
My pleasure, folks. Investigation complete.
Refill. Roll in.
Da-da-da-da-da-da. Charge!
April 6th, 57 p.m. Where are we?
Do you have to drive that fast? I feel kind of queasy.
We don't cook in the garbage and we don't sit on a shoe, and while you're sitting on that shoe, you can have a nice cold glass of tuna.
What the heck does that even mean, Zion? Is that a proverb or something? Anyway.
Are you okay, Mr. Edgeworth? You look a little green yourself.
I'm fine. The driver said he took the men to the garage of this house right here.
Which means this must be where they brought the case. No way! Look at the name on the mailbox!
The name? What? Excelsius Winter?
Whoa. What?
What?
Oh, that rat bastard.
This must be that chairman guy's house.
What? Excelsius Winter ordered Shaun's kidnapping?
No, it means that Gavelle having a child at 13 is crazy. Well, again, is it adoption? I'd like to find that out before I start pointing fingers, but that specter is hanging over our head. Anyway.
Isn't he currently under arrest?
Nice. Oh, nice. The garage door is unlocked.
Okay, I'm gonna try that again.
Nice. The garage door is unlocked.
You spotted that quickly, although I guess I probably shouldn't be surprised.
Who adopts at 13? What sense does that make? Well, it might be related to that incident 12 years ago. Because 12 years ago, Shaun Fenn would have been a baby. So anyway, let's keep going. Open up and bingo. Uh-oh, those bloody gloves.
It smells of engine oil in here. I guess Winter Sr. must be something of a motorhead.
Anybody home? No? Anybody?
What are we, Kay? Common house thieves?
You take that back. We're great thieves. And don't let me ever hear you say different. Have some self-respect, Mr. Edgeworth.
She didn't like that at all. Anyway, it seems nobody's around, which hopefully means we're not at risk of being arrested.
Don't let your guard down yet. We're only just getting started here. Now, let's find us some treasures.
Aren't we supposed to be looking for Shaun? Yeah, I think we know what this is. Yes, this has to be it. The equipment case that Mr. Powers told us was stolen.
They folded little Shaun up, packed him in there, and shipped him all the way here, huh?
He's a boy, Kay, not a piece of equipment. And it's possible that he's still here.
Then we better find him. My reputation as a great thief is riding on this, and yours as my assistant.
Sure it is.
Hold up, just a question. How old was Excelsius 12 years ago? Because I think I have a little bit of a theory brewing. Well, first of all, isn't he even listed in here? Oh yeah, so he was 68, so minus 12 would be
56.
56. Dude, don't you put that evil on me, Ricky Bobby. That's all I'm gonna say about that. Anyway, so look at this.
Look, a treasure.
Oh, there goes my theory. Damn. Thank you. Okay, what do we got? Oh, there's glass shards here.
These are mechanics gloves. They're designed to be worn when fixing vehicles or working with machines.
They're covered in oil that looks like it must be from a machine, too.
And strangely, dirt. An awful lot of dirt. I doubt they would have gotten like that from motorcycle maintenance.
I hate the guy, but I have to admit, I like his gloves a lot. You think we can maybe come up with a good excuse to, borrow them?
I was about to take them into evidence, but now I'm not so sure that's a good idea. Mechanics gloves data jotted down in my organizer, meant for motorcycle maintenance, but currently covered in dirt for some reason.
Yeah,
Tools.
why are there shards of glass there, though?
No way! This bike is super cool! There's even a skull with a headlight!
I suppose it's designed so that the eyes light up when you turn it on.
Really? Wow. But it's still nothing compared to when... I bet it's still nothing compared to when you get that steely glint in your eyes.
My eyes don't actually light up, Kay.
Because I was going to think that Excelsius was probably going to bait Gavelle into something by kidnapping her son. What'd you think I was going to say? Point taken, Zion. Point taken. Anyway. So, let me see. Tools. There's tools here. There's a shovel and a sledgehammer.
There's a sledgehammer, a shovel, and a bunch of other heavy-duty tools here.
That thing makes Judge Gavelle's hammer look puny. If I ever become a judge, I'm getting one like this.
I doubt you'd make yourself very popular swinging one of those around in a courtroom.
Really? Fine. What if I swung that shovel around instead?
Then it wouldn't be a courtroom, it would be a circus. Promise me you won't do that.
Oh.
Huh?
There's somebody in the back there!
Shaun, is that you?
Shaun, stay right there! We're coming! Huh?
That's... What? But, Mr. Winter!
Holy shit, what?
What? He's been captured?
Oh,
Why?
no. So maybe Shaun... So maybe Shaun wasn't the one that was captured, but Excelsius Winter. What the hell?
Eustace Winter.
Yeah, Eustace Winter, excuse me, I'm sorry. But yeah, still. Anyway.
What? What's he doing here? Wait, this is Chairman Winter's house, right? Which means...
Yes, it's Mr. Winter's home too, presumably. So how did he wind up like this? Untie him, Kay, quickly!
Little expert rope work, huh? Leave it to me. All right, like this, and through there, and you're free. Are you okay, Eustace?
He looks like he's been through hell. How did you come to be tied up down here?
I don't know. You found me. You found me. Why don't you tell me?
Because we don't know, which is why we're asking.
I'm not sure you're going to be able to get much out of him like this.
No. In which case, there's only one thing for it.
Are we gonna do something else?
Yep, you know what time it is, folks. Wait for it.
Wait, you mean...
Excuse me. I hate to beat a man while he's down, but it might be the only way.
Are you sure? Look, Don't go too hard on him, okay? You might push him over the edge.
Understood. I'll tread carefully. I promise. Though I can't promise I'll be very good at it. I've never held back against my opponents before, after all. Well, time once again for Mind Chess.
Yeah, mind chess, bitches.
Damn right. Last time we saw him, he was running out of the courtroom. How did he wind up here?
More like the Committee for Prosecutorial Excellence, but potato. You don't understand. You don't know what it's like being me. Oh, look, he's got a huge defense.
He's been through a lot. It's going to be hard to know what might cause him to lose control. In which case, I guess I may just have to quietly listen to what he has to say. Remix!
Why me? Why am I always the last one to know? The butt of every joke.
He clearly has questions. I'll have to do my best to try and answer them. But he's also clearly in no fit state for this. I'll need to try and finish this quickly. I should figure out what he needs to hear and try to calm him down. Mind chess, commence!
Okay, tell me what's on your mind.
Just take a deep breath and tell me what's on your mind, Eustace.
No, I will not. Even if I did, it's not like you'd listen to me. Bide my time. If I'm gonna have to keep the insults to a minimum for now until he feels better. Yeah, because the guy gets kidnapped. What is this?
Objection!
Why aren't you shouting objection? You always shout objection. Bide my time. This is easier than you look, but anyway. What? You're really gonna listen to me?
Learning the truth about your father can't have been easy. I can only sympathize.
That wasn't the hard part. The hard part was losing everything I ever had in a single morning. Bide my time? Yeah, keep biding. What does he mean by that? Everything I thought I worked for was all a lie. Dad just made it happen. So tell me, Edgeworth, what am I supposed to believe in now? You have to believe in yourself.
You can lose faith in everything but yourself. That you have to believe in. But you don't have to do it alone. Experience I can't give you, but knowledge, that I'm happy to offer.
Do like Joe and keep biding your time. Nice one, Zion. Huh. I had some time to think while I was tied up like that, and I realized something. I'm not cut out to be a prosecutor. I'm incompetent. I don't even know the right word. I think you mean incompetent.
I think the word you're looking for is incompetent. But judging one's own competence is notoriously difficult, so I need you to trust me on something. You're getting better at this, Eustace. Day by day, inch by inch. I swear it.
Huh?
Now, I need to ask you something. Will you help me out?
Sure. What do you want to know?
Well, first of all, thank you for calming down. Next, I want you to tell me about your kidnapping. Refill. I need you to be as detailed as possible, Eustace. Tell me everything you remember seeing and hearing.
Okay, who were you kidnapped by?
Do you have any idea who your kidnappers might have been?
No, of course I don't. If I did, I'd have told you already.
I'll need a clue if I'm going to pursue this line of questioning any further. I'll need to try another tack.
What did the kidnappers want?
Do you have any idea why somebody might have wanted to kidnap you?
What do you mean? Why does anybody kidnap anybody? For a ransom, right?
No, I'm going to need a clue to pursue this line of questioning further, so I need to try another tack.
Why were you taken to your own home?
Why would somebody kidnap you only to take you back to your own home?
Don't you think I'd want to know that too? I'm the victim here. What are you asking me for? How am I supposed to know?
Bide my time.
Bide my time. Because again, the responses are the clues here. They locked me up in that box, then locked me up in here. I was scared. So scared.
And did you happen to overhear anything your kidnappers might have said?
I think one said, if you want to blame somebody, blame the guy who owns this house. The owner? The Excelsius winner?
The owner of this house? That's your father, isn't it?
It is? I guess it is, huh? Oh, I get it. The kidnappers were people who hated my dad.
That's not it. At least not based on what else we know of the situation. But there was some kind of link between the kidnappers and Winter Sr. That could be a clue.
Okay, so who were you kidnapped by?
So who do you know any idea where your kidnappers might have been?
No, of course not. Of course I don't. If I did, I'd have told you already.
Time to deploy my clue.
Your father was behind your kidnapping.
Your captor wanted you easily at hand, and where it could be more convenient than one's own home. I hate to break it to you, Eustace, but the kidnapping was ordered by your father.
What? You don't think he wanted me out of the way? And then he was going to kill me? Of course not. I don't know if maybe bide my time. I don't know. Of course not.
What good would that have done him? His own son, dead in the family garage? He would instantly have become the prime suspect.
You're right. Okay, so why did he have me kidnapped?
Well, it won't have been for a ransom, not his own son. That wouldn't make sense.
No, you want to know what it is? A patsy, a red herring. Because
Right.
we're looking for Shaun Fenn, right? So
Yes.
Anyway,
So his motive for the kidnapping must have been something else. This could be an important clue.
what did the kidnappers want?
Do you have any idea why somebody might have wanted to kidnap you?
What do you mean? Why does anybody kidnap anybody? For a ransom, right?
Time to deploy my clue.
So we motivationing him, a patsy? He wants his son as accomplice, a lackey, a tag-along? I don't know. I think... Here's my theory. Shaun Fenn is behind all of this, but why? We need to know why. Anyway, that wasn't your father's motive.
Why would somebody kidnap their own child if they were planning on demanding a ransom?
Yeah, that is kind of weird.
Did anything odd happen during the kidnapping?
No, I just answered their stupid question, and then they grabbed me. Okay, what did they ask you?
Their question? What did they ask you?
Oh, Ants, stop glaring at me like that. What was it again? Oh, yeah. They asked me if I knew Gavelle.
Of course. Things are starting to fall into place now.
Ah, so Excelsius knows he's going to prison, so he's trying to get under Gavelle's skin.
Your father, his goal wasn't to kidnap you. He was out to kidnap Judge Gavelle's son, Shaun Fenn.
Oh.
Because he wanted to force her honor into declaring Warren Lagarde not guilty.
But wait, Gavelle is a son? And it was also Lagarde would be found not guilty?
I think you were mistaken for Shaun, and that's why you were kidnapped.
What? You mean I went through all that by mistake? Wait, that kind of makes sense. Yeah, that would explain the part where...
Where what? Have you remembered something?
No, it's nothing. I'm nothing. I'm useless. Meaningless. Just go. Just leave me alone.
This isn't good. I think I pushed him as far as he can reasonably be put. I have to calm him down and get him to tell me what it is he just remembered. Judging by his fragile demeanor, I'd say he's still suffering considerably. I need to help him get back on his feet.
What is it you
What is it you
remember?
remember? You remembered something just now. What was it?
I didn't remember anything. All I remember is him. Who? You mean your father?
Him? You mean your father?
No, I didn't mean to bring him up. I'm nothing compared to him. I'd never made prosecutor if he didn't help me.
I've wanted to ask you about that for some time. Why did you become a prosecutor?
What do you mean? You think it too, don't you? That I wasn't meant to be one? That I'm not good enough?
Bide my time.
Bide my time. Say something, will ya?
You chose this path. Why? You must have a reason.
It's not like that. There's no big reason behind it all. The reason is stupid and dumb and not important.
Bide my time.
Yeah, bide my time. Yep. He was baiting Gavelle by kidnapping her son. My theory was right. So, hey, there you go. Like I said, it's stupid. It probably doesn't mean much to anybody except me.
I've often felt much the same about my own reasons for becoming a prosecutor.
Really? You have? But you're a real one. A good one. A success. Even my dad, chairman of the committee, said so. Okay, what is this going on? You wanted to join the committee?
You wanted your father's
approval. Well, obviously, he's your son.
You wanted your father's approval. I can well understand that.
You can? I thought if I became the best prosecutor out there, he'd finally accept me for who I am. I just wanted to not be useless.
You're not. You're not covering for your father in any way, are you?
What? No, I won't cover for him ever again. I mean, why would I after what he's done? Want to be of use to your father.
You have a strong desire to be of use to him, so he'll approve of you. Is that fair to say?
I mean, why can't I be just once in my stupid life? Why can't I make it better? Why can't I clean his name? Huh? It's clear his name.
It isn't possible to clean a name, Eustace, but you can clear one.
Huh? I never knew that.
In your father's case, though, it's going to be hard. His crimes continue, as your kidnapping shows.
So wait a minute. Maybe he was set up? I don't know, anyway.
Knowing that, do you still think you can help him?
But what else do I have? What else am I supposed to do?
Why don't you be the better man and rise above the father who made a fool of you? Stare him straight in the eyes and stop him from committing any more crimes.
Huh? Hey, you're right. I'll prove him wrong about me. I'll prove him wrong about everything.
That seems to have calmed him down again. Now I just need to get him to tell me what happened to the evidence.
Yep, it was stolen from him. Holy shit, this is the first time my theories have been correct. Crack open the champagne and celebration-ate. Celebrate, celebrate. Anyway.
Let's see if I can't give him the courage he'll need to stand up to his father.
Okay, what connects Lagarde?
What connects
and your
Lagarde?
father? Let's start there.
What's the connection between your father and Warren Lagarde? Warren Lagarde.
Sorry, I don't know much about that.
You can't think of anything? Even the smallest morsel could be a valuable clue.
Oh, I think they maybe worked together once, and... What else do you remember?
And? What is it? What else have you remembered?
I think she got the job at the prison because my dad recommended her.
Interesting. And did he have any particular reason to recommend her?
I guess he thought she was good at her job. Unlike me.
Bide my time.
Bide my time. Get him to calm down. I think they knew each other from back when he was the chief prosecutor.
What was he like back then? Was he different at all?
Oh, he was amazing. There wasn't a piece of evidence he didn't know, or a case file he hadn't read.
An intimate knowledge of cases and the evidence pertaining to them. That could be an important clue.
Where's the evidence from the case?
Key pieces of evidence from the Lagarde trial failed to make it to the courtroom. As the prosecutor in charge, they were your responsibility. Did you misplace them somehow?
No, that's not what happened. You haven't heard my side of the story.
Bide my time.
Let's hear it. I thought I was putting them in the safest place there was. But no, what did I do? What did I do?
Seems he's drowning in his own self-doubt again. Guess I better send out a lifeboat and bring him in.
You gave the evidence to your father.
I think I know what you thought would be the safest place possible. With your father. Isn't that correct?
No. What? He told me it would all be safe with him. He said there was nowhere safer.
Well, I'm afraid he betrayed your trust, and in the ugliest way possible.
Oh, that rat bastard. So he got rid of it? Why, Dad? What were you thinking? He wanted you to mess with the trial.
Your father wanted to obscure the truth in order to ensure that Warden Lagarde was declared innocent. There's no easy way to say this, Eustace. He used you.
Oh, what, yeah!
There's a chance that the evidence is still in Chairman Winter's possession. And we still don't know where Shaun is. We need to get back out there and find him.
It's all my fault. What do I do now?
I can't stand by and watch him like this. He's had a brutal collision with a reality he never even knew existed. I should ask him what he needs to do now. Perhaps I can even help him figure that out. Refill. There's no way around it. The road ahead will be a hard one. But maybe this is fate, and maybe my job is to point him in the right direction.
Okay, what do you mean to do now?
So what now, Eustace?
Well, first I'm gonna give this stupid jacket back. I don't deserve to wear it. My dad always said that clothes make you a man, but I'm no man. It's clothes make the man.
Its clothes make the man, Eustace.
Oh, it is? Thanks, Edgeworth. I'm learning a lot from you today.
That's good to hear. Now about that jacket, why do we make you into a prosecutor worthy of it?
All right, let's do it. Let's make it so nobody ever makes fun of me again.
Bide my time.
Bide my time. But how? How do I get there? Tell me. What do I need to do? I just don't know. I just don't know. Okay, that needs a clue.
I need a clue if I'm going to pursue this line of questioning any further. I should try and not attack for now.
Okay, will you continue to work as a prosecutor?
Do you mean to continue working as a prosecutor, Eustace?
I don't even want to think about that yet. After all, I only ever became one because of my dad. I probably shouldn't even think about carrying on, should I? Only you can answer that.
The only person who can answer that question is you. Only you can decide what path you choose to walk.
Then I don't want to stop being a prosecutor. If I give up now,
I'll regret it for the rest of my life. I just know it.
So he intends to see this through. I'll bear that in mind.
Okay, so will you walk the same path as your father?
Do you mean me like your father to continue to ignore the truth?
Come on, give me a break, will ya? Can a guy get a glass of human kindness when he needs one?
Do you mean the milk of human kindness?
Are you talking about the milk of human kindness? I'm afraid that's not quite how the phrase is used.
Oh, huh? It's not?
Listen, talking with you like this, it's helpful for me too. There was a time where there were truths I didn't want to face up to either. But a good friend taught me the error of my ways.
Mr. Eddie Fender.
That's nice. But I don't have anybody like that.
I can be that person for you.
If you could muster the courage to try to find your feet again, I'd be very happy to help.
Huh? You would?
But only if you really mean to try.
I don't want to be like my dad.
You want to be better than him, don't you? Yes, Eustace. I see it now. He's told me that he wishes to be better than his father, and that he wishes to remain a prosecutor. I take that to mean that he wants to be a different kind of prosecutor than his father. That's the first important decision he's ever made for himself, and it tells us where he means to go next.
Okay.
What do you mean to do now?
What do you mean to do now?
What now, Eustace?
Well, first I'm gonna give this stupid jacket back. I don't deserve to wear it. My dad always said that clothes make you a man, but I'm no man.
It's clothes make the man, Eustace.
Oh, it is? Thanks, Edgeworth. I'm learning a lot from you today.
That's good to hear. Now about that jacket, why don't we make you into a prosecutor worthy of it?
All right, let's do it. Let's make it so nobody ever makes fun of me again.
Bide my time.
But how? How do I get there? Tell me, what do I need to do? I just don't know. I just don't know.
If only he'd remember his own words from a few minutes ago. The decision he made should serve as a good guide as to what he should do next.
You'll be a different kind of prosecutor.
You want to remain a prosecutor, but walk a different path from your father, correct? It won't be easy. But the path you have chosen is that of the true prosecutor. And now that you have chosen it, when the time comes, you'll know exactly what to do.
No!
You're lucky. I myself still haven't quite decided what to do with my life. But you have, and it's a choice you made all on your own. Now all you have to do is believe in yourself and in the path you've chosen.
Check and mate.
Mistaken for Shaun and kidnapped by his own father's underlings. And losing his belief in himself as a prosecutor after his father stole his evidence. He's been through so much in the span of a single day, more than I can imagine. Well, it took a little longer than I thought it would, but that's checkmate. You're damn right, son. Mine just checkmate.
No!
Wow. I don't think I've ever seen him move so fast.
He's particularly speedy when it comes to running away from things, it seems.
Oh boy. Well, now we're back here.
April 6th, 1:15 p.m., Bigg Building, Plaza. We got 45 minutes, so we'd better hurry up.
Yeah.
God, we don't have much time left. I think we'd better check in with Fender. He'll want an update on what we've discovered. And we need to know what's going on over at the courthouse.
But Eustace ran off, right? Isn't he supposed to be the prosecutor in charge?
We're just updating Fender. Nothing else will change. Francisca will continue for the prosecution.
Okay. Is it really all right, though?
It's gonna have to be. Like you say, Eustace ran off.
Okay, here we go.
Meanwhile, in court,
Look, hate to be a stickler for the details. Let's go over this just one more time, shall we? No murder weapon means no conclusive proof means no conviction. That's all there is to it.
Einsbach! That makes no sense. The lack of a murder weapon doesn't prove your client's innocence. Don't make me come over there and whip it into you.
How much longer is this going to take? It's almost as if you're trying to drag this out for as long as possible.
Sorry, Fiefs. It's our friend the prosecutor over there. She's stubborn as a freaking mule.
Then give me a satisfactory explanation. Yeah. Or I'll just have to keep whipping you until you can.
Yes. Hold on, wait. Seriously? I've already taken more licks than I've had birthdays. Come on, Miles. It's taking so long. I'm happy to buy you some time and all, but I'm taking a beating here. Ring. Oh, sorry, G. This one's important. Mind if I take it?
Fine.
Fender.
Malzarino. Boy, am I ever glad to hear your voice. How are things on your end?
We found Eustace.
Sweet. And the knife and the chisel?
Unfortunately, he entrusted both to his father's care, which means that Chairman Winter is the only person who knows where they are.
Chairman Winter? But why would he...
We're not quite sure of the specifics just yet, but we do know that Chairman Winter and Warden Lagarde have some sort of connection they'd rather others didn't know about.
Gotcha. All right. Guess the next move will be to get Excelsius Winter on the stand. Best to hear the deets from the proverbial horse's mouth, right?
I'll keep looking for the missing evidence. And for Shaun.
Does doing Eustace ever hurt your throat? Kind of. I mean, I means I gotta take a drink every now and again. Well, shake a leg, will you, big guy? Can't keep this one from going to the judges much longer. We're Nat's whisker from a verdict here.
Understood. I wonder how long Judge Gavelle's nerve can hold. This can't be easy for her. We need to hurry.
How are things over at the courtroom of doom?
They're going to call Chairman Winter to the stand. Who knows how that will go for them?
Yeah, he's already stooped to evidence stealing and kidnapping. What else is he capable of?
Exactly. Perhaps we should look over any evidence we have relating to him, just in case it might help.
Good idea. All right, leave it to me. Presenting a hot new piece of evidence, fresh from the evidence oven.
The gloves we found in this garage? Yes, I was thinking about those. Anything else?
What about the case file from the IS-7 incident? Chairman Winter was involved in that, right?
Yes, he helped suppress the evidence. It's probably a good idea to have the notes on hand. IS-7 incident case file data jotted down on my organizer. Case info related to the incident from 18 years ago. Excellent. And do we have anything else?
We sure do. Last but far from the least, there's this.
Your Yatagarasu pin? Kay. I asked for evidence related to Chairman Winter. Can you please try and take this seriously?
Says the guy who spent his life presenting people with evidence that has nothing to do with anything.
Ugh, that's different. Wait, that's Eustace?
Huh? Hey, what are you doing here? Rude. He totally ignored me.
What was he doing in the big building, I wonder?
Let's go inside and see if we can figure out what he was up to.
Yes, good idea.
Oh,
Huh? The hatch is wide open.
Maybe Eustace open it.
Oh boy. Did Eustace really come down here?
Mr. Edgeworth, look!
Oh, the safe is open.
The safe! It's open!
I guess maybe he did come down here. We better take a closer look.
oh.
There's some stuff left in the safe!
I think we better take a look, don't you? The owner will just have to forgive our prying.
Oh,
Is it a document of some kind?
Let's see. Yeah, a document. And there's a photo attached too.
This picture. It's of...
whoa.
Whoa! That's Mr. Knight, right?
The name's Bronco Knight. I'm the president's personal bodyguard.
Why is there a picture of him in here? And what's this paperwork about?
I'm not sure. Let's take a closer look.
You were
You
right.
were right. You were right, darling. There is some sort of connection between Knight and Canis. As you know, we've been trying to find out who Canis plays his silly correspondence chess games with. Well, now we know. I'll be pulling Knight into my office for a thorough grilling tomorrow. And I'll make that worm admit he's Canis's lackey if it's the last thing I do. That's Fifi Lagarde's words.
So you do your best too, and retrieve the package we laid to rest 12 years ago.
There's that number again!
I'm sure it's still right in front of the planter when we left it.
It seems to be some sort of report on Knight.
Yeah, and it must be from right around the time he was killed.
Is she selling the evidence? Huh? Well, I don't know. I mean, Chairman Winter was selling the evidence. He was the auctioneer. So anyway.
We know that Knight was killed while being interrogated in the prison warden's office. I think we can safely assume that this document was written by Fifi Lagarde, don't you?
I'd say so.
But who was it written for?
Oh, I guess whoever owns the safe?
And I'd say that's likely to be the auctioneer, Excelsius Winter himself.
Proof that they really did know each other.
Indeed, and not only that, it proves another connection.
Huh?
Lagarde and Winter were trying to flush out Mr. Canis's henchmen.
Oh, you mean Bodyguard Mechanist, right? The assassin guy with a soft spot for dogs?
Yes, something links the three of them. Something they don't want anybody to know.
But what?
I don't know yet, but I suspect it has something to do with the case. Report on Knight data jotted down in my organizer. A report from Warden Lagarde to Chairman Winder about the connection between Knight and Canis.
Oh, I'm sorry. What was that guy's name again? Yeah, Chairman Excelsius Winter was the guy, the auctioneer selling the evidence. But yeah.
And if you're wondering about Knight, it's Bronco Knight.
Wait, there's something else in here we've seen before.
Two of them,
The
actually.
chessboard. Yeah, the chessboard and Paul Halik's ring.
Yeah, and the bald guy, Body Harma Canis, the blind butcher, the assassin.
There's something on his finger.
Let's take a closer look, Mr. Edgeworth.
So
It's a ring, and an expensive-looking one at that.
don't even think about it, Kay.
What? I didn't say anything.
Well, Mr. Knight. Your chess set and your ring are here too. All your possessions in one place.
So basically, the safe was full of evidence from the murder at the prison?
It would seem so.
Which means the missing knife and chisel might be here too. Knife, chisel, knife, chisel.
Oh, how much you want to bet that Eustace picked them both up like a bonehead?
No dice. There's nothing else here apart from Mr. Knight's stuff.
I mean, unless it's buried in front of that planter. Anyway.
Really? Curses. Knight may be dead.
Curse you, Edgeworth. Our game isn't over yet.
But he left unfinished business behind him. I think we need to find out what it was. Knight's possessions data jotted down on my organizer, a pocket chest set, and a ring found in the safe in the auction storeroom.
Yeah, can we take a look at something? Oh man, look at the initials on the ring. PH, Paul Halik. It's his seal. The seal from 18 years ago. You don't hear the pun? I do, yeah. Body harma. Yeah. Anyway.
Bodily harm.
So, okay. Wow, this is wild. So we're back up here. Could I interest you two in some cotton candy, perhaps? Oh, this motherfucker.
Could I interest you in some cotton candy, perhaps? I have ice cream too, but if I recall correctly, you weren't much of a fan. You! The killer! It's wonderful to see you looking so well, Mr. Edgeworth.
What are you doing here?
It's just as I said. I'm selling cotton candy. Did I really not interest you in some? Parting Cloud, it's called. Very apt. Sweeter than death itself, and so delicious, you'll feel you're parting the clouds en route to heaven. He's the last person on Earth I'd accept candy from. I was hoping to ask you about my little message. Did you manage to figure it out yet? Congratulations on another case solved. Yet I can't truly say it's been fully resolved, can you? Have you been watching us this whole time? Watching you? No, I prefer to think I've been watching over you. The stand here really is the most marvelous little vantage point.
Oh, no shit.
How are the two things any different? What does he want with us? The president's murder. Was that you? Oh no, my contract elapsed a little while ago. He was rather famous among us assassins, you know. The man no one could kill, notoriously stubborn, despite multiple attempts over the years.
And the killer then delivered DeBear to his client, as I said before. Wait a second, he's from that other game with the Teddy and On Guard. Yep, he is in fact Shelly the Killer from Justice for All. Yep. Anyway.
And it wasn't just his brawn that kept him safe. He used bodyguards, body doubles, you name it. It certainly wasn't his brawn that kept him safe. Sadly, this time his bodyguards were nowhere to be found.
And after Mr. Rook died to save him, too.
As I said, it wasn't me. I do not kill without good reason. Which is something else I have to be grateful to Mr. Rook for. Thanks to him, I avoided killing someone entirely unworthy of my attention. Thanks to? What does that mean? The person who hired me deliberately misled me as to the identity of my target.
Oh, shit. Okay.
A betrayal of trust for which I won't soon forgive them.
Oh, so now he's trying to find out who, well, he knows who his client is, right? Anyway.
That's why I'm currently doing all I can to track them down. And do you know what I think? I think you and I are looking for the same person.
What?
Is he talking about whoever it was that killed the president? And who is this person, if you don't mind me asking? Oh, come now. I can't tell you that. It's against the rules. Revealing the identity of a client is out of the question. I'd hardly stay in business long if people couldn't trust me now, would I? But that doesn't mean there's anything to stop me from catching up with them in my free time.
What are you going to do when you find them?
Why, dish out a little justice for the betrayal I suffered, of course.
What? What are you saying? What's going to happen to them?
I think you can imagine. Well, this hasn't exactly been a pleasant catch-up. Ah, but I shouldn't leave you completely in the dark. There's something you ought to know. Our mutual friend, Body Dharmacanis, he escaped 3 days ago.
Oh, shit. Oh, that is bad news, Jack.
What?
Uh-oh, he's gone.
3 nights ago, to be precise, his cell was suddenly simply empty. Almost as if he knew I was coming to pay him a visit. Wait, did the killer went to visit Canis in prison? Does that mean he's the person the killer is looking for?
Oh, well, whoa. So you mean to tell me Body Harmacanis is the mastermind?
Wait a minute. Maybe. I don't know.
He fits the bill for a mastermind. That bald son of a bitch. Anyway.
Now, I'd better not take up any more of your time. We'll be seeing one another again soon, I'm sure. Let's both keep up the good work, shall we? We'll run our target to ground in the end.
That's wild.
First a killer, now Canis. 2 assassins on the loose. Wait a minute. Huh? That sound.
Mr. Edgeworth, it's Judge Gavelle's cell phone.
That's the theme song to the Taurusaurus movie.
Could it be Shaun?
How's it going, Miles?
Whoever it is using a voice changer.
I got.
Who is this?
It's your friend in the red raincoat, of course.
Red raincoat? You're the one who abducted Kay.
Bingo. Well, figured out, Mr. Genius Prosecutor.
I can't hear Mr. Edgeworth.
Sorry. Where's the speakerphone button?
I was surprised as anybody when she lost her memory like that. Talk about a curveball.
Hey, I'm standing right here, you know.
But never mind all that. I called to talk about something else. Yeah, there's something I need to tell you. Truth is, I was the one who made Big Bad Chairman Winter kill little Miss Rosie Rayner.
What in the sweet Cyberman is that? And this is the guy. This is the mastermind.
What? This must be the person the killer was talking about.
I also called to say thank you.
I neither want or need your thanks.
Sure. Well, you deserve them anyway. Guess the penny didn't drop yet, huh? You're right. I abducted Kay, as you put it. Why would I do that, hmm? That's right. Because I needed you to help me make sure that Winter got caught.
No.
If Kay was a suspect, you'd have to look into it. And if you looked into it, you'd be sure to unmask him eventually. After all, you're a genius, right? Everything worked out exactly like I planned. Oh, but there's something else you should know. Something you didn't figure out yet. It wasn't Winter who kidnapped Judge Gavelle's boy.
You! How do you know about that?
Because he's the guy that ordered it.
You and the good judge are more similar than you know. I think you might even be becoming friends. After all, she visited you at the detention center, right? Seems pretty pally to me.
How could they possibly know about that? She didn't even use her real name when she visited. She pretended to be Detective Gumshoe.
Anyway, you want to know how I knew about the kidnapping? That one's nice and simple at least. Because sweet, innocent little Shaun is here with me right now.
What?
No!
Ooh, sounds like that one was a real surprise. Ah, if only I could see your faces. Well, okay, what do you say? Why don't you come and seal him back? Just like you said you would. You wouldn't want the amazing Yanagarasa's first commission to be a failure, would you?
They even know about that?
How can they possibly know so much?
Oh, don't give them an idea about dear old Excelsius, by the way. Papa Winter's still a villain through and through. He wanted to kidnap Shaun. I just got there first.
So there were 2 kidnapping plots?
Ooh, what a bunch of clowns. His goose kidnapped his own son by mistake.
Is Shaun really there with you? Prove it! Put him on the phone!
Oh, he's here, but I'm afraid I can't do that. He's sleeping. So sweet.
Then why should we believe you? You might not be the kidnapper at all!
Well, if you don't want to believe me, that's up to you.
What do you want? What's the end game here? Are you just trying to get Lagarde acquitted?
Nope. I couldn't care less about whether they find her guilty or not.
So whoever it is, they're not after the same thing as Chairman Winter.
My endgame is going to have to stay a secret for now. Alright, nice talking to you. You kids have fun, okay?
Don't think for 1 second you'll get away with this!
Oh, don't worry. I'm counting on you at least trying to track me down. That'll be half the fun. Not that I rate your chances of bringing me to justice very highly.
What the
The hell?
Who was that?
I wish I knew, but they didn't give us enough to figure that out. Deliberately, I imagine.
What? So we really have nothing to go on?
Oh,
That's
never
not
mind.
fair!
Oh, never mind. It's a stormtrooper.
That's not fair! They sure knew a whole lot about us!
Huh. Indeed they did. You're right. It was uncanny how much they seemed to know. How is it possible that they were party to so much that happened in private?
I got 2 suspects. Shi Long Lang and Detective Dick Gumshoe.
I don't know.
I mean, why did Gumshoe run away when he ran into Edgeworth? Huh? And, you know, anyway, let's just keep going. Okay, so it wasn't Excelsius Loser that kidnapped the boy, and my theory was wrong. Frick, see, they threw you a curveball, too. Anyway.
Right? You knew everything about the whole kidnapping situation, too.
We need to figure out how. Where were they getting their information from? Let's continue. Let's consider this carefully. What were the things they knew?
You and the good judge are more similar than you know. I think you might even be becoming friends. After all, she visited you at the detention center, right? Seems pretty pally to me. You wouldn't want the amazing Yatagarasa's first commission to be a failure, would you?
They even know about that?
Andrew,
What?
what if it's Eddie Fender?
Wait, oh boy. It's keeping you guessing until the very end, isn't it?
Think about it. How does he know so much about Edgeworth? And he was standing right there in the courtroom. Well, he was standing right there in the courtroom when, or in the lobby, when she was talking about being the whole commission thing. Oh, wow. Wow, 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 wow.
All right.
What? But why, Eddie? Anyway.
I have a feeling it's going to be Matt on guard. He's in jail.
No.
Ooh, sounds like that one was a real surprise. If only I could see your faces.
That's it. Based on the specifics they mentioned, there's only one possible answer. I've got it, Kay. I know how they knew.
Huh? Really?
Whoever it was, they were following us, filming us, or listening in on us.
Listening in on us.
They must have been able to hear us somehow. It's the only possible answer.
What? Like they were eavesdropping on us?
Think about what the kidnapper said.
Ooh, sounds like that one was a real surprise. If only I could see your faces.
If only I could see your faces. That means they couldn't, so they weren't filming or following us.
Okay, so what? They hit a bug somewhere? Let me take a look at the stuff in my bag.
Where could they have concealed it? We need to go back to what they said again. Yes, they somehow knew about something they shouldn't have. Judge Gavelle's impromptu visit and our conversation in the visitor's room. Judge Gavelle!
Please, Mr. Edgeworth, take a seat.
What evidence did I have on my person at that point? The bug must have been hidden here.
In the Yatagarasu pin.
Really?
Could have been. Anyway. Let me think about this. The
gotta be-
Taurusaurus plushie. I'm
Could it
thinking it's the
be?
plushie or the pin. Yeah, I was
No,
right
the
the
pin.
first time.
Yeah, because that's all he had on him at the time. Okay, can I take a closer look at your badge?
The Yatagarasu pin? No, it's mine.
What?
Seriously, Mr. Edgeworth, sure, you're a great thief's assistant now. But that doesn't mean you get to wear the pin right away. You have to earn it.
I don't want to wear it. I want to check it for bugs.
Huh? This old thing?
Let's take a look, shall we? All right. What?
Oh!
Oh, shit.
Huh? Whoa!
So I was right.
Okay, so now the suspect list is way too big. We have no idea who it is.
Yatagarasu pin data updated in my organizer. The Yatagarasu pin that Kay always wears. There was a bug hidden inside. Oh,
Maddie!
Maddie!
Thank you so much for liking the stream. Okay.
How did you know?
whoever it is we're dealing with, they came into close contact with you recently.
When they knocked me unconscious, you mean?
Precisely, which made me think the bug must be in one of your possessions. But they also overheard my conversation with Judge Gavelle when she visited me. Something that would have been impossible if I didn't have the bug on my person at the time.
I get it. So you thought back over what they let you keep hold of when they locked you up.
Yes, all the case evidence I was carrying had been confiscated. Meaning the only thing it could possibly have been was your pin.
So they were listening to us this whole time, and they heard everything we said?
I suspect so. Everything to do with this case and more.
Wait, they're probably listening to what we're saying right now.
They may well be, yes.
Hey, jerkface!
Okay.
Eavesdropping coward! Why don't you come on and show yourself?
Huh? What was that sound?
Oh.
Ow, ouch, dang it. Huh? Oh, look, it's Tabby. Y'all sure know how to surprise a girl. You gotta shout that loud without a word of warning? Maybe jump halfway out my skin. Sorry. What's got you so ornery anyhow? Get a load of this. Seriously, it'll make your blood boil. Will, huh? I'm all ears.
I wonder if we might be better off keeping it to ourselves, Kay. Assuming we don't want to be all over the front page of tomorrow's paper, that is.
Ooh, thanks. Nearly walked right into that.
Hey, package. Can I ask you something?
Yes?
So she fell down because of a shout, right? Now,
Right.
Who else has a red raincoat?
Tabby because of the parka?
Mm-hmm.
No,
Dude.
she can't be. No, she can't be it. No.
Why not? I mean, she was privy to. Well, hold on. 12 years ago, she would have been 8 years old. God almighty, you really don't think. Anyway, okay, keep going.
Ah, come on, you're all no fun at all. I was counting on you opening up and spilling the beans all over this here plaza.
I better switch off the bug before I forget. Bug data jotted down on my organizer. The person in the red raincoat planted this inside K's Yadikarasu pin.
So, did y'all find that there kidnapped kitty?
Ah, speaking of which, the child you saw being taken away. Was it the boy in this photograph?
Huh? No, that ain't him. Kid I saw looked dumber than mud, even if he did have some on The kid I saw looked dumber than mud, even if he did have on some fancy school uniform. No prizes for guessing who she means.
So Ms. Lloyd managed to confuse matters once again. I think we better take another look around. Back to square one. Hopefully we'll turn up some new information soon. Uh-oh, 20 minutes. There are only 20 minutes left until 2. Are we gonna make it in time?
Wait, Mr. Edgeworth, I just had a thought. It's about that phone call. There was a weird noise in the background, right?
There was? Don't think for 1 second you'll get away with this.
Oh, don't worry. I'm counting on you at least trying to track me down. That'll be half the fun. Not that I rate your chances of bringing me to justice particularly highly.
Bang! Wait, she's right. We heard a loud bang right at the end. Could that provide a hint as to the kidnapper's location?
Loud bang, you say. I see.
Gah! Will you stop eavesdropping?
Boy, you'll never get any cuddler, do you, Ruffles?
I guess I'll need to speak with Miss Lloyd, too. Much as I don't want to. Begin investigation! Bigg Building Plaza! What the f...
Stop, Gummy! Why are you running away from us?
Detective Gumshoe.
When you gave up your badge, sir, I didn't know what to do with myself.
You stay right where you are, Detective.
So I thought if you weren't going to be a prosecutor anymore, maybe I shouldn't be a detective either.
Huh.
Hang on. But I was wrong. Even if you're not around, I'll always be a detective. My job will always be to investigate crimes. And us detectives don't just investigate when prosecutors ask us to. We have to be able to look into stuff ourselves, too.
Is that what you were doing just now?
And back then, too.
You should thank your former subordinate for what I'm about to share. In his desperation to help Kay Faraday, he gave me a valuable piece of information.
Detective Gumshoe did that? So Rosie Ringer's autopsy report.
When I went down to the detention center to see how Kay was doing,
When you get to my level, you don't uncover the truth. You make it little by little. Kay Faraday, murderer. That's the truth. The truth I created. Yes, my boy. That's what I like to see. You overheard that?
yeah. So I went back and looked over the evidence. Dug out a little something I thought it might help.
No way, Gummy! You're the best! I'd be in prison right now if it wasn't for you!
My pleasure, kid. Good to see you got your memory back, by the way.
Thanks.
So anyway, like I said, I'm investigating stuff for myself these days, and that's that. And he just walked away.
Wait, Gummy! Don't run off again! We get it! You can look into stuff for yourself now. That's great! And it helped me, right when I needed it most.
But right now, we need you to work with us. I'm no longer a prosecutor, or indeed in anything, but we're investigating a case regardless. And I ask you this, not as a prosecutor, but as a friend. Detective Gumshoe, will you help us?
Oh, stop it, sir. You're killing me here.
Come on, Gummy!
All right, I'll do it. Stop bowing and being nice to me, okay? It's weird.
Gummy!
Thank you, Detective.
So, what do you need? What you been up to?
What you been up? Can you tell us what you've discovered in the course of your investigations, Detective?
Yes, sir. Sure I can. All right, so I got 3 big things to tell you. Here goes. Number 1, I got some results for you from when forensics looked at Kay's clothes. They found traces of what looked to be a powerful sedative. Brand was 3Zs.
I guess that's what she was drugged with at Gourd Lake. Before she was taken to the roof of the Bigg Building.
Sure seems that way. Now for number 2. I got a hold of all the footage from that security camera in front of the Bigg Building elevator.
The camera that captured President Wang and Judge Gavelle that night. The elevator is usually the only way of getting up onto the roof, correct? And therefore, anyone using it should have been caught on camera?
That's right. So winding the tape back to 2 nights ago, we should have been able to see Kay being carried up there while she was out cold.
And? Did you spot me, Gummy?
I watched it all on fast forward. Everything from 2 days ago till the end.
Yes, and?
She's not there. She's not in the footage. Nothing. No sign of Kay anywhere.
I thought it was too good to be true. So how did the kidnapper get her up there? I think we'll need to look into that in a little more detail. And the last item on your list?
Yes, sir. This is the big one. The 3rd thing I have to tell you is It's great to be working with you again. I'll help you catch this perp if it's the last thing I do. And that about wraps it up.
I put you through a lot, Detective, but that doesn't mean I can start going easy on you. That's the big one, as you put it. It doesn't even have anything to do with the case. I would have preferred something of practical use.
No mercy, huh? Guess I shouldn't expect it any less. Thanks, Mr. Edgeworth. Help with the search.
A boy has been kidnapped. We need your help to find him.
Kidnapped?
Yes, his name is Shaun Fenn.
Oh, wait, the kid with the horns?
You know him?
I saw him earlier today.
You mean this morning?
Yeah, he got off that bus over there, and then he walked off toward the garbage disposal area.
Where's that?
Just over there. It's where all the offices in the big building put their trash before it gets taken away. Where he went after that, I couldn't tell you. I had to leave right around then.
I think we'd better take a closer look at this garbage disposal area. All right, let's go.
So Shaun walked off in this direction, huh?
It would seem so, yes. Perhaps we'll find some clues here as to his current whereabouts. I must scour the scene and inspect anything that catches my attention.
Garbage collected
that milk
daily.
carton.
I know, I saw it too.
The trash is collected at 11 a.m. I guess that's why the enclosure is empty.
There's a ton of stuff here earlier. Big stuff too. Oh, and the milk carton was spilled there too.
Today must be the day they take the big stuff away.
Yeah, sure looked that way.
I bet the big squishy machine squished it all up good anyhow.
They don't do that. They don't do that with the larger items. They just take them away as they are.
They do, huh? How do you even know that, sir?
Wait, Mr. Fender's pretty keen for you to join him, right? I bet he sent you some kind of pamphlet on how to throw your stuff away from when you move office.
You're spookily insightful sometimes, Kay, but only sometimes.
Zoot.
Huh? This milk carton.
That's the same brand Shaun drinks.
Something's happened to him here. I'm almost certain of it. Based on what we've seen and what Detective Gumshoe told us, I think there's a strong possibility that Shaun was abducted from the garbage disposal area. That's probably where that bang came from, right?
Maybe.
Yeah, it's kind of out of the way of prying eyes, huh? But why would Shaun even come here in the first place?
I imagine he must have had something to dispose of.
But the truck's already come and gone. Guess we'll never know what that something was now. So they keep it locked up tight, huh?
I guess they don't want non-residents disposing of their trash here. Connect the dots.
It's totally empty.
Yes, because the garbage was just collected.
You think? Or did somebody steal it all? I smell a crime here, Mr. Edgeworth.
I certainly smell something as well. But is it really the scent of a crime?
So hold on. I'm also going to talk to Tabby Lloyd.
How about that? A little help from a little old me, and y'all made a giant leap closer to solving the case. Closer? Sure, if by closer you mean we wound up going after the completely wrong kidnap victim.
She must have barely looked at the photo at all.
Oh, really? And here I thought I'd given you old tip of the century. My bad.
It's not your fault. It's ours for putting our trust in unreliable sources. We'll just have to learn not to do that again.
Hey, ain't nice. I don't gotta give y'all no tips at all, you know. And I won't. Not if you're gonna be like that. Alright, fine. Maybe just this one. But only because I got a real scoop for y'all this time.
Real scoop, huh? This should be good. Your scoop. Fine. I'm not expecting much, but you got my attention. What is this scoop of yours?
Proof. proof, that's what. Proof that Taurusaurus really is real.
All right, Kay, we're leaving.
Wait, I ain't lying, I swear. Sure, it's hard to believe, but it's true.
We don't have time for this, but we also don't have much else to go on, I suppose. Proof? What kind of proof? Did you capture something on your tape recorder, perhaps?
Ooh, you're good, Ruffles. Sharper than a gosh dang tack. I captured the sound of that big old beastie breathing fire is what I captured.
I was hoping for something a little better than that.
Hey, don't make that face, dang it. I ain't lying. Listen for yourself and tell me it ain't true. All right, ready? It's fire breathing time, dagnabbit. There. Well? Kinda hard to tell over the shouting, but it could have been something breathing fire? Maybe?
And tell me, Miss Lloyd, did you see this fire-breathing something with your own eyes?
Well, not exactly with my eyes as such, being as how I wasn't precisely close by when it happened.
Surely the real Taurusaurus would be pretty hard to miss no matter how far away you were standing.
Well, see, I was far away, but also recording via what you might call non-standard means.
Would you mind explaining what you mean by that?
You don't mean to tell me you were bugging us, were you?
I really dug myself a hole in here, huh? See, I mighta coulda rigged me up a little wireless intercept, hoping to do a little scoop detecting. That's so sad. Poor insect.
Not an insect, Kay. An intercept. She was listening out for radio signals. It would have allowed her to listen in on any nearby transmissions.
Me and the chief been down here at the Bigg Building sniffing out around these last couple days.
Looking into Miss Hart's tip about the underground auction, I assume. Which would mean that you've been listening in on all the radio signals in the area, too.
Sure have, which is how I wound up hearing the most thunderous, ear-splitting noise you ever did hear. A pounding of feet, the electricity in the air. This was it, Taurusaurus at last. You made up everything except the roaring sound, didn't you?
The long and short of it is that you didn't actually see anything, correct?
Hey, I don't need to see things. I'm a rider, you hear? Anyhow, I kept listening till down the line comes your pal there's voice hollering fit to beat the band. Eavesdropping coward! Why don't you come out and show yourself?
Yeah, remember that bang sound?
Huh? What was that sound? Our apologies for that. I'm sure Kay didn't mean to bowl you over with her little outburst. I assume it was a shock and it was because you didn't hear it directly. It came through your headphones while you were listening to the signal from the bug, didn't it?
What? Are you saying she planted it? Hey, come on now, ain't no bugging, just a little light-hearted intercepting is all.
Would you mind if we borrowed the tape of what you recorded, Miss Lloyd?
Gah, do what you dang well please.
Ms. Lloyd's tape data jotted down in my organizer, a recording of signals that were intercepted from the bug that was planted in Kay's pin.
Oh, Mr. Edgeworth.
Oh, Mr. Edgeworth! Mr. Saint, Miss Barry. How's the search going? Did you find him?
Not yet. Poor Shaun.
Shaun?
Oh, nothing. Just a slip of the tongue.
I guess they still don't know about the kidnapping. We did manage to find Eustace, yes. You did? That's great. Thanks so much. Now maybe they won't arrest me again. You're amazing, Mr. Edgeworth. How did you find Prosecutor Winter?
With some serious investigative magic, that's how.
You know what? Let me see if I can do something here. I can't do it. Shit.
It was pure luck, actually, but never mind. Search for Eustace. You didn't even need our help, huh?
That's not true. Thanks so much for joining in the search. Where did you look, by the way?
Oh, this place is a little way called Sunshine Coliseum. Do you know it? Sunshine Coliseum. That's over by the harbor. There were a whole bunch of people there for a big event. I thought it might be worth a look.
You mean like a festival? Ooh, that sounds fun. Wish I could have gone and checked it out.
Oh yeah, it was super fun. With food stands and fireworks.
Simeon didn't like the crowds much, but...
Hey, you don't have to tell him that.
All right, it's decided. When this case is finally over, we're all going to the festival together.
Hey, there's a festival of food stands and fireworks. What else makes the big? What else makes a big bang around here?
Yep, I think that's what it is. The circus show. It's kind of lucky you found Prosecutor Winner so quickly. Lucky? In what way? We have to go practice soon for the show. We wouldn't have been able to help for much longer anyway. I see. I'm sorry to catch you from your duties at the circus. Oh no, it's nothing to worry about, really. You're glad to help. I'll do anything if it helps make sure they don't arrest me again. You really helped me out by finding him. I'm so relieved.
Of course. Of course. Just because he found him, that doesn't mean they'll find Warden Lagarde guilty.
What? You mean they might still throw me back in jail? No, I can't go back. I can't. Come on, Kay. Do you really have to torment the poor boy?
So, actually, hold up. Let's start piecing together the shit. So, exploding sound, festival at Sunshine Coliseum.
Mr. Saint, you mentioned fireworks before. Huh? Fireworks? Yes, at the event at the Coliseum. Were they setting them off even during daylight hours? Oh yeah, a bunch went off while we were there.
What are you thinking, Mr. Edgeworth?
The loud bang we heard. What if that was a firework?
Huh.
Don't think for 1 second you'll get away with this.
Oh, don't worry. I'm counting on you at least trying to track me down. That'll be half the fun. Not that I rate your chances of bringing me to justice particularly highly.
For the bang to be clearly audible over the telephone, it must have been pretty loud.
Which means fireworks, which means the Coliseum. So the kidnapper was near there, right?
Ooh.
But how near? If the fireworks were that loud, you could probably hear them from pretty far away.
Yes, the area we need to search would be too broad to even consider doing it ourselves. But if the police were to lend a hand... near the Coliseum, garbage disposal area.
Yeah, that doesn't make any sense.
That doesn't add up. I better think again. Vehicle activity.
Only a taxi in the blue truck up to the plaza this morning. Found Shaun's milk carton here. 3 footprints. Vehicle activity. I'm gonna try this, but I think we need to find more. Oh, we got it!
Only 2 vehicles came through here this morning. The taxi and a blue truck.
And Eustace was taken away in the taxi.
Right. While it seems that Shaun was likely abducted from the garbage disposal area. And if the garbage was collected at 11 a.m.
Oh, I get it. Now we know what kind of truck it was.
Indeed, it must have been the garbage truck. But the police officer who told us about it didn't describe it as such. He only mentioned the fact that it was blue.
Some cop he was. How did he not even notice it was one of those cool trash squishing machines?
Because it wasn't. Today isn't a regular garbage day. It's the day they collect larger items, for which they wouldn't use a specialized garbage truck, just a regular truck like any other. But it was a garbage truck nonetheless. And where do garbage trucks go?
To the dump, right?
Wait a second. So you're saying the kidnapper disguised themselves as a trash collector? But then the truck would probably have been fake too, right? So maybe it didn't go to the dump.
No, I'm reasonably sure the garbage truck was real.
Yeah? How'd you figure that?
Another look at the garbage disposal area should tell us. What tells us that the garbage truck must have been real?
Probably. Oh.
Take that!
Wait. You're saying there's something important there?
Yes, proof that the garbage truck was real. You don't agree?
Nope.
Ugh. Did I get it wrong? If the truck wasn't real, the driver wouldn't have been able to collect the garbage. Wasn't there something here that proved that?
I don't get it, Mr. Edgeworth. How do you know the garbage truck was real?
So, is it the milk carton?
No, it's the lock.
Take that!
The garbage disposal area is kept locked.
Oh yeah, so only a real garbage collector in a real garbage truck could have opened it.
Precisely. The garbage truck can't have been a fake. Perhaps whoever abducted Shaun put him in a large cardboard box that they'd prepared for the job. Now mix that in amongst all the other oversized items.
And the garbage collector would have taken it away, no questions asked.
Exactly, allowing the kidnapper to await the truck's arrival at the garbage processing facility. They could then claim to have thrown the box away by mistake and collect it without the incident.
All right, so where do they take the garbage after it leaves here? Let's see. Looks like we have two possibilities.
But which of the garbage processing facilities was Shaun taken to? Have we found anything that might serve as a clue?
Garbage facilities near the Coliseum.
It's gotta be.
Now we're starting to get it together.
So based on the loud bang we heard on the phone call, we know that the kidnapper was somewhere in the vicinity of Sunshine Coliseum.
And one of the garbage facilities is right by there, too.
I think it's likely that's where Shaun was taken. Which means the kidnapper must be holding him somewhere near there. Detective Gumshoe,
Yes, sir.
could I ask you and your men to search the area around the garbage facility?
It's not like you to ask, sir. Feels a little flat if I'm being totally honest. Why don't you give me a good old-fashioned order, huh? Like you used to.
You don't mind, even though I'm not a prosecutor anymore?
I thought I told you already. A detective investigates for himself, not just for prosecutors.
Thank you.
Investigation complete.
Refill.
Mr. Edgeworth, we're almost out of time.
You're right. We need to hurry. I doubt Judge Gavelle and the others can hold out much longer. I'm counting on you, Detective Gumshoe.
I won't let you down, sir. It won't be an official search, but I'll put my best guys on it. You can count on that.
I'm coming too, Gummy. I promised I'd snatch Shaun from the jaws of danger, and that's just what I'm gonna do.
I'll head back to the courthouse. Who knows? I may be able to drag proceedings out just a little longer.
All right, with me, everybody. Even in the depths of night.
Gah, it's already striking 2. There isn't a moment to lose.
Yes, sir.
But I didn't finish. When no other bird dares to take flight.
April 6th.
April 6th. April 6th, 2:16 p.m. District Court, courtroom number 3. All rise.
Oh, this guy.
Well, if it isn't our old friend, ex-prosecutor Edgeworth. Hello, dear boy. Excelsius winner.
Hang on, can I see something? Oh, they
No, I
wanted us-
can't.
What are those glass shards doing there? Anyway.
The accused will turn and face the prosecution. I'm not done with you yet.
I already told you, Francisco. It doesn't make sense. Why would I help her? I feel for her, of course. A woman in her prime sent to prison. It's not to make a grown man cry. But to suppress evidence in order to keep her out of a jail cell? No, that's preposterous.
Eisbroch, but we have a statement from your own son. He says he entrusted the evidence to your care.
I'm afraid I don't know what he's talking about. Or why'd he say such a thing? I don't know what's gotten into him lately. Objection! What if I could prove that you and Warden Lagarde are much more closely associated than you claim? I'm sorry, prove? I think we've been over this, dear boy. You're an ex-prosecutor, remember? Are you even allowed in this part of the courtroom anymore?
Mars Edgeworth, I'm the one prosecuting this case. What are you thinking, barging in like this?
I'm sorry, Francisca, but it's important. May I speak on behalf of the prosecution just briefly?
What are you doing?
Judge Gavelle, I come before the court with important new evidence. I ask that you allow me to present it. Have you lost your mind, dear boy? There's no way this can be allowed.
Objection. Well, the defense hopes you'll let him, G. Just saying. What's the thinking over on the prosecution side there, Fandango?
Fine. The prosecution has no objections.
Objection. Your objections are neither here nor there. This isn't a democracy. It's a courtroom. And this is flagrant contempt. Isn't that right, Verity? No. As long as Shaun's still missing, she'll feel she has no choice but to go along with whatever Winter wants. If only there was some way of telling her he might be found at any moment. Judge Gavelle, I would ask only this, that you trust in me and in my assistant just this once.
Speaking of which, where is Kay Faraday?
She's currently searching for the most important piece of evidence of all. Objection. Nonsense. There's no more evidence to be found. You're just stalling for time.
Objection. The most important piece of evidence of all, eh? AG. I don't know what this evidence is, but maybe we should trust in Miles' little pal. What do you say? I mean, I say little pal, but she's way more than that. She's the one and only great thief Yada Garasu.
It seems Fender has sensed what I'm getting at least. Judge Gavelle, the evidence I'm talking about, we're almost certain we know where it is. Kay is only moments away from snatching it from the jaws of danger.
Very well. This is highly irregular, but I will allow it.
You have my thanks. Have you all gone completely mad?
You said you had important new evidence. Evidence of what, exactly?
Just what I said, that Warden Lagarde and Chairman Winter are far better acquainted than he claims. Allow me to present it to you. What proves the link between Excelsius Winter and Fifi Lagarde?
Take that!
This document is a report regarding the interrogation of a certain someone.
Oh, yeah? Who might that be?
The late Mr. Bronco Knight. And the interrogation was to be carried out by none other than Warden Lagarde.
Wait, is that the interrogation where...
Yes, where Knight was killed. This document shows Warden Lagarde planning the interrogation in which Mr. Knight was murdered.
This is indeed important evidence.
Einspruch! Mas Edwards, you referred to the document in question as a report. Would you care to elaborate? To whom was this report addressed?
A very good question, Ms. Von Karma. And the answer is the most important new revelation of all. We'd recovered this document from a safe in the storeroom on the 51st floor of the Bigg Building.
That's the storeroom where the lots for the underground auction were kept.
It is. An auction, if you recall, that was presided over by one Excelsius winner. And that is to whom the report in question was addressed. Do you still mean to insist that you and Warden Lagarde barely knew one another? I'll refrain from commenting on that matter for the moment, if you don't mind. What? I don't believe it's been conclusively proven that I was the auctioneer. I don't believe it's been conclusively proven that I was the auctioneer yet, has it? Have you forgotten the events of this morning already? I think I proved that fact more than adequately. I'll admit defeat in that particular arena, yes, but that was not the courtroom. Can you prove the same thing here, my boy? That I was the ringleader, did you call it? If you can't, then well, you certainly can't prove that the report was addressed to me. You won't wriggle your way out of this one. So unfair. Tell the Verity, please. I'm not being slippery at all. I'm being entirely reasonable, wouldn't you say? Sleep well, Zion. Unlike you, when you permitted Mr. Edgeworth this bizarre interlude, that was most unlike you. I'm the H-Tony Roasters. It's saddening, truly it is, to see you failing in your sacred duty to the law. Almost saddening enough to make me want to take drastic measures.
So Zion says, I'm the Ace Attorney Roaster, Zion, and remember, uncover the bull piss. Yes, indeed, one sentence at a time. Drastic measures? The heck is he talking about?
Not this, I hope.
You're right, of course. Until a fact has been adequately proven in the courtroom, it cannot truly be considered a fact. I am afraid I have no choice but to ask that Mr. Edwards' theory be struck from the record.
It's no good. She has to know for certain that Shaun is safe. I'm sorry, my boy, but what counts as truth out in the field and in the courtroom are two different things. And you're more than willing to bend the truth in the courtroom. Is that what you're saying? Ooh, you're a scurrilous soul. I'll do no such thing. I'll simply accept the court's verdict as the truth, should it choose to acquit me, as should you. If we can't find that missing evidence, we're in trouble here. Well, Verity, I think we've heard about all we need to do, don't you? There's no way that evidence is turning up. Ever. A quick not guilty, and we can all go home.
Objection! Objection!
Who said that?
Dad?
Eustace. What are you doing here?
Mr. Winner, what is the meaning of this?
And where have you been? You can't just abandon your duties like that!
I'm sorry.
You are unfit to be a prosecutor! You are complete and utter disgrace! Why, Eustace? Why can you not get it into your head? This is no place for an incompetent fool like you.
Dad, I brought some vital evidence. So, can I please take my place at the prosecutor's bench? Pretty please?
Well, well, Eustace. This is certainly a surprise.
Objection. Oh, Eustace, my boy, what's gotten into you? There's something different about you. What's going on?
Dad,
Come on, my boy, spit it out. What is it? You want Daddy to play catch with you? That's it, isn't it? All right, why don't you run along home and I'll be with you soon.
get back on the stand right now.
What's gotten into you, child? You're shaking like a leaf.
Objection! Judge Gavelle! The prosecutor in charge has arrived along with important new evidence. This trial is far from over. Surely you can't call an end to proceedings just yet.
No objections from Team Defense. Only wish we could have our original team captain say that herself, though.
The prosecution has no objections either. You think this farce is going to continue? There's no chance of that. None at all. Isn't that right, Verity?
He still thinks he was successful in his bid to kidnap Shaun, but we know different. Sadly, as long as the boy remains missing, nothing changes. Judge Gavelle's hands are still tied. What the?
Oh, there's
Hey!
a call.
That sound.
That's her cell phone. Huh? Mine is also ringing.
Whoa, I'm getting a call, too. Mr. Edgeworth!
Mr. Fender!
Whoa!
We found Shaun!
We found Shaun!
Detective, you did it!
The most important piece of evidence of all, huh? That's some stellar work, you great thiefness.
Thanks. We just thought you should know right away. See you all soon.
Judge Gavelle, it's for you.
Hello? Yes. Yes, I understand. I'm so glad you're safe. Be sure to thank everybody properly. You'll do that for me, won't you? All right. Be careful. I'll see you back at home.
Let's go.
The proceedings will continue. I feel a certain freedom returning to my hammer arm.
No. How? Is this some idiotic joke?
It is no such thing. the witness will return to the stand. And Mr. Winner will step up to the prosecutor's bench.
Yes, ma'am.
Eustace Fenner,
Yeah?
I leave matters in your hands.
Huh?
Facing down your own father, this won't be easy. I'll be looking on with interest. Don't disappoint me.
And there she goes.
Very well. Is the prosecution ready to proceed? Mr. Winner, you mentioned some evidence that you wish to present to the court.
Yeah. So, the knife and the chisel.
Whoa! You tracked down the missing murder Hold on.
Jigs.
Majigs. You tracked down the missing murder majigs?
Cheeseburger.
Well, Mr. Winner, did you?
About that, No. I couldn't find them. I searched everywhere. Everywhere, but I was too late.
Too late.
How so?
I remembered something. I saw Dad in the garage this morning. He was carrying something wrapped in newspaper. Where are you going, Dad?
Eustace. I was just on my way to throw out some trash.
Did you hear that bell?
Oh my God!
He had the evidence.
And then I heard this tinkling sound.
Tinkling, huh? Let me guess.
The bell for Mr. Canis's chisel.
You mean to tell the court that you believe the witness disposed of the evidence?
I tried. I tried my best, but I was too late. I'm sorry.
You said you looked everywhere. Everywhere where?
Literally everywhere. I even went to the dump. I got down on my hands and knees and dug through the garbage. I figured that stuff had to be in there somewhere.
Wait, that's Eustace?
Huh? Hey, what are you doing here? Rude, he totally ignored me.
So that's what he was doing, and he even went so far as to search the dump.
But all I found was this.
And this is a little pungent for one thing.
Yeah. And you're a little on the ripe side. You're a little on the ripe side yourself, kiddo. I can smell you from here.
But what do you expect?
And the knife?
It's probably somewhere in among all that trash. But there was too much to go through on my own.
Very well. The court will accept the item you have presented into evidence.
Oh, you really have outdone yourself, Eustace. You never fail to disappoint, dear boy. You dug through running garbage with your bare hands, and that's all you have to show for it? Ha! You drive me to tears. Really, you do.
Objection. Might be a little soon to turn on the waterworks just yet, Dad. Let's take a closer look first.
If you wish to waste your time, be my guest.
Hey, Eustace, Miles, do this devastatingly handsome old defense attorney a favor, will you? Hit this guy full in the face with the truth.
It seems Fender's on board. Good. Then let's see if we can't find an opening. Mr. Winter, could you show me the piece of evidence you found?
Sure.
All right. Oh, look at this.
Oh, hey, wait. Whoa. Let's open it up, shall we? We can only hope there's something of value inside.
Oh, I thought it was a rock. Ah!
Could this be the bell that was on Mr. Canis's chisel? Perhaps there's some trace evidence that can prove that one way or the other.
It's no good. Look at it. It's spotless.
Well, Mr. Winner?
Do tell. Was there anything interesting inside your little scrap of paper?
Ah!
Of course there wasn't. Why would there be? Why was it even accepted into evidence? It's literally a piece of trash. Sorry, gentlemen, but the truth hurts. Were Eustace's efforts for nothing?
No, they weren't, because... Hang on, check it out, though. Because...
There was an H.
Also...
Yeah, it was on one... Yeah, and there's glass on the hands and all that stuff. Look at that.
There's glass on the hands, and there's dirt all over the... Yeah.
And there's the H.
Yep. Oh, shit, hang on.
It's true the bell may not be of much use to us as evidence. Nonetheless,
Come on, Edgeworth. We can't give up yet.
as calm and collected as ever I see, Miles. Unlike my poor idiot son there.
Are we to assume that the prosecution has nothing more to say on the matter? Very well.
Objection! Not so fast, Gavelle. We're not done yet. There's one thing we still haven't looked at properly.
Really, my boy? You want us to believe there's more? Desperation is never a good look, you know. It seems Eustace isn't quite ready to give up just yet. And for once, I think we're both thinking the same thing. Namely, that we might not necessarily be dealing with a useless piece of trash. We can't know for sure without looking more closely, but... if I'm right, we're talking about the newspaper.
Mm-hmm.
I'm talking about the piece of newspaper the bell was wrapped in.
Seems you really were thinking the same thing. Ah, it's beautiful, really it is. Tear-jerkingly so. Some might call it heroic optimism. Some might call it clutching at straws. But whatever one calls it, to put all one's faith in a worthless piece of garbage, that takes belief. Huh. Let's take a closer look and see if it's as worthless as you say, shall we? Eustace, if you'd be so kind. Oh. Are these finger marks?
Huh? And look, it's covered in some sort of oil.
Judge Gavelle, I'd like to have this examined for fingerprints. Could I request that you call in somebody from forensics?
Very well. Summon a technician right away.
I have the results, Your Honor. It's been confirmed that these are finger marks. Unfortunately, it looks like they were made by somebody wearing gloves. No!
Oh dear. Well, that doesn't give you very much in the way of evidence, does it?
Yes, it does. You can't give up.
But I suppose it makes sense if you think about it. After all, this was important evidence. And what kind of idiot would handle something like that without gloves on? Oh, that's right. The kind that would flail about desperately like you, my boy.
Wow. Way to talk to your kids, super dad.
I'm merely calling a spade, or in this case, an idiot. Real winners know how to keep their emotions out of things. And take no pity on the weak and the foolish, including their own ineffective offspring.
Dad, I...
You spent the last who knows how long proclaiming yourself to be a prize-winning prosecutor. You spent the last who knows how long proclaiming yourself to be a prize-winning prosecutor. But thanks to my little pep talk this morning, you finally know exactly how those prizes were won. It was all thanks to me, thanks to the power I wield. You've never stood on your own 2 feet. You've always been coddled, first by me, then by Verity.
Dad?
Oh, dry your garbage-smelling tears.
Garbage smelling?
Not that it's a stench that doesn't suit you. Even if it does make me turn up my nose in disgust.
Objection! No! You're wrong!
And I am, my boy? Wrong about what?
I'm not the one that smells, you are!
What did you say?
Yeah, you smell, and you don't even realize it. You couldn't hide it even if you wanted to. Edgeworth, take a sniff, right there where the finger marks are.
You want me to smell it? Is that oil?
Yep, and I know where it came from.
Wait, I know it from somewhere too. It smells of engine oil in here. I guess Winter Senior must be something of a motorhead.
That odor tells us something. Something important. It tells us exactly who threw this piece of evidence away. But I guess my dad's right. Guess I'll never be a real winner. I'll never be able to keep my emotions out of things. And I'll never be able to stand up to him, no matter what he's done.
Eustace. Be strong, Eustace. Remember what you told me. You said you were going to be different from your father. A different kind of prosecutor.
Huh?
And you are a prosecutor. We both are. That's why we're standing here in this courtroom. A prosecutor's highest responsibility is to the truth. To see that it comes to light, no matter what. We expose crimes, and we see that the perpetrators are punished, no matter who they may be. So if you truly mean to continue on as a prosecutor, you know what you have to do. I made you a promise. I said that if you could summon the courage to find your feet again, I'd help you. This isn't something you should have to do alone. I'm here. I'm right beside you.
Thanks, Edgeworth. You're right. Those finger marks tied my dad to this crime. We just need to show everybody how. Ding dong.
The smell you pointed out to me, Eustace, it's the smell of engine oil, isn't it? Motorcycle oil, even.
Yep, and we've both smelled it before in the same place.
Yes, in Chairman Winter's garage. Ah. What's more, these finger marks feature some distinctive patterns, don't they? The outlines of the letters D, E, A, T, and H, the same letters that appear on the fingers of these gloves.
At another moment, Dylos enjoys the fan translation more. Instead of "Be strong, Eustace," they chose "Be strong, Eustace." They chose "Summon your courage, Eustace." Absolutely. Anyway.
Objection. Oh, gloves that can be bought in any store. How does that prove anything, dear boy? Objection. How indeed?
That's not the only thing that connects your gloves to the piece of newspaper we found. Let's look again at the scrap of paper. I'm sorry.
Let's look again at the scrap of paper the bell was wrapped in. And compare it to the gloves we found in Chairman Winter's garage. There's a feature that undeniably connects the two.
So,
The letters.
Take that!
Look at the letter A on the finger. Half of it is missing, exactly as it is in the print on the newspaper.
What? Ah!
I would also like to draw the court's attention to the dirt the gloves are covered in. I think it might be worth having its composition compared to that of the dirt on the newspaper. A match would make for even stronger evidence that the print was made by Chairman Winner's gloves.
Officer, have the dirt on these two pieces of evidence compared right away.
Curse you, Edgeworth, and you, Eustace. Who do you think you are? You're nothing but mere prosecutors.
Sorry, Dad. I think it's time you admitted defeat. You suppressed vital evidence, and we just proved that in a court of law. And you did it to try and protect the defendant.
What? You think you're gonna be able to make that stick? You think they'll send me to prison? Me? You think you'll be the one to finally take me down? You're a fool, child. A fool.
Objection! Objection! Just give it up, Dad. Admit to what you did.
Objection. You think you'll stand a chance without me around? You won't last 5 minutes.
You know what? I think I might be okay. All I ever wanted was to become a prosecutor, to make you proud. But after your men kidnapped me, and I was lying there in the dark all on my own, I got to thinking how powerless I was in all of this because of you. I almost gave up. I almost lost sight of the truth. But then Edgeworth appeared out of nowhere and showed me a way forward. I don't need your approval anymore, and I don't need you. After all, I found that evidence on my own, didn't I?
My men kidnapped you. What are you talking about?
Objection! I guess the courtroom is as good a place as any to tell you the truth, Dad.
Be careful what you say to me, boy. You may live to regret it. You're a fool, Eustace, and you always will be.
I know you've hated me for as long as I can remember, but I want you to know that despite it all, I've always looked up to you as my dad. Thanks for everything, Excelsius. And goodbye.
When did you need me, dang it. You can't possibly survive without me. Eustace!
The court hereby accepts that vital evidence in this case was suppressed by Chairman Winner. That crime will be tried and an appropriate punishment decided at a future date.
A nice chill Sunday evening here, I see. Evening, Gov. You're just in time for tea. Breeze has entered the chat.
But for now, we must turn to the matter of the knife and the chisel, which still have not been found. However, I believe a full search of the garbage facility may well remedy that. What? Claw, you're going to dig through all the trash for the knife, darling? But then...
Don't worry, Warden Lagarde. I'm sure your punishment won't be too unpleasant.
Can we read something real quick? You were right, darling. There's some sort of connection between Knight and Canis. As you know, we've been trying to find out if Canis plays a silly correspondence games pulling Knight in my office. So you do your bit, too, and retrieve the package we laid to rest 12 years ago. I'm sure it's still right in front of the planter where we left it.
Oh, you devil! Punished? Moi? Impossible! Excelsius, you big buffoon! What did you do? What did you do? All your swaggering bluster about that they never declared me guilty, and now, see it?
You were the one who arrested me because you made me believe I could trust you. And not only did you kidnap a child to try and help me, it didn't even work! Idiot! You thankless, useless idiot of a man!
An unsightly outburst, to say the least, but an informative one, too. Wouldn't you agree, Eustace?
Yeah, she really let some juicy info slip there, right? She did, right?
Yes, she did. We really need to work on your confidence.
Very well. And it seems we may be able to bring these proceedings to an end at last.
Not so fast.
What? Huh?
Who's that?
Sorry, Judge Gavelle. Your happy ending will have to wait. Long Shi says the end of the trial is not necessarily the end of the matter.
Who are you?
Just a lowly lone wolf investigator by the name of Shi Long Lang.
And you have some sort of objection to these proceedings, I take it.
Huh, not really. Your suspect over there is guilty for sure. Guiltier than you know.
Lang? Like the Lang from 12 years ago?
How the hell does she know that? Yup. Good to see that you're finally about to pay for your crimes. Even if it did take a while for you to get what was coming to you.
Agent Lang, explain yourself!
Are you familiar with the SS5 incident? I certainly am. It happened 12 years back. Now we're finally getting to the pink meat of the matter. Go ahead.
Great Fifi voice there, the crazy evil animal lady. Yeah.
Thanks.
Wait, 12 years?
Look, a lot happened, okay? This was all 12 years ago or more. My father and the president being friends, our family being the ones who kept him safe. He just changed one day. It was like he became a different person. Now he doesn't trust the police one bit.
I wonder what happened 12 years ago. Could this all be connected to Agent Lang's father and his relationship with the president somehow?
Fifi Lagarde and Excelsius Winter. In the flesh. I've waited a long time for this day. After all, you're the ones who threw my family name into the dirt.
Are we to assume that you have some personal connection to the incident in question?
I do, but I'm not here to talk about the past. Not yet, anyhow. Right now, I'm here for you, Gavelle.
Me?
You and one other person.
Uh-oh. Yep, they brought the kid.
Shaun!
You're both under arrest. On suspicion of having conspired to murder Di-Jun Wang, President of Zheng Fa. What?
No way!
How the heck did he jump to this conclusion?
Objection! Where is your evidence, Agent Lang?
Not so fast. All in good time, Mr. Prosecutor. We haven't even started our investigation yet. I want my suspects on the scene with me while I look everything over again.
What have you uncovered, Agent Lang? I need to know.
If you've got a problem, you're more than welcome to tag along.
Oh, believe me, I will.
He's not saying a damn word.
The end of the trial is not necessarily the end of the matter. We certainly haven't come anywhere close to solving the mystery of the president's murder, or uncovering the truth behind these so-called monster sightings.
Oh, don't worry. I'm counting on you at least trying to track me down. That'll be half the fun. Not that I rate your chances of bringing me to justice particularly highly.
Or figuring out who was on that phone. Yes, I'd say the matter is far from over yet.
To be continued.
Wow. I had no idea that part alone took 4 freaking hours, man. We gotta cut this off, man.
Yeah, and we're still at the beginning. Shaun be like, this senile old man going crazy again. My God, we're still at the beginning. The start of this episode. Just how much meat is on this thing? Holy shit. Okay.
Wow. Well,
Wow. Well, this was
did we uncover a lot or what?
Oh man, we uncovered a bombshell. Wow. Holy shit. So, okay. Well, you know what you guys need to do to find out what's going on? Got to pick that carcass clean. That's right. Tune in on Wednesday when we continue this episode. Wow. I definitely got hit with a Mack truck. This is a great, great case. So, until Wednesday, I'm the Cannonball Alex Steele.
I am the Package Andrew Steele.
We are the Steel Twins.
And we are for real.
Top guys out. Ciao.
Adios, muchacho.
What?